Hey everyone, good morning, and if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome to the King Angel Show. Hope you're doing well. So glad to be here again. Another day, another coffee, the news, and us. A morning hangout. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, like I just said, we're going to be going through the news of the week so far, seeing what the world has to offer us with like articles and whatnot. You know that we always go down rabbit holes here, so one topic will lead to the next. It's been pretty good, slowly but surely. I'm very happy that it's getting a lot warmer here, so outside is a lot more enjoyable than it was a few weeks ago, because wow, it's been raining for 3 months here in Northern California. It was raining yesterday evening, which was surprising, but yeah, now it's a lot sunnier. It's still cold today, but supposedly it's supposed to start getting a lot warmer tomorrow. Friday it's supposed to be high 70s, close to 80s, and I guess it's supposed to take off from there, but at this point I don't know. Albeit I'm not a fan of, you know, like extreme heat and whatnot, but I would love some sunshine in my life. It's about time. Besides that, yeah, everything else good on this end. Let me know in chat how your day is going so far. I actually don't even have chat open. Let me go ahead and move this real quick. I was dealing with my like hard drive and whatnot, and transferring some stuff over. I apologize, I did not have chat open. And as you know, or if you don't know, you're about to, this is the King Angel Show. I'm King Angel, a San Francisco Bay Area, because I say Bay Area, but apparently not everyone understands that, and they get it confused with, I guess, other Bay Areas. I don't know, man. Get out of here with that. But nonetheless, the show focuses on reviews, discussions. We check out the news, hangouts, just a little bit of everything. I mean, that's the whole point. We have fun. We learn here. We try to improve as human beings. That's the whole point. Like, communication, engagement. Let's talk about it. Okay. This might make a quick sound. Talk about it. Sorry, just popping out chat. Alrighty, we have YouTube chat ready here. Perfect. Alright. Chat is ready. As you know, I'm all over social media. We'll get that out the way before we start the day, our official like topics of the day and whatnot. Like I said, we will be just going through the news, reading what's up. We'll do our normal 4 or 5 websites. We'll start off with Google News. I'm doing the entertainment part first, then we'll move on to another section because I want to keep it variety when we do read the news. And then from that point on, we'll just keep going. Hopefully, we'll get some international news. I would love to know what's going on in the world. It's not politics. So that's one thing we're going to keep an eye out for. Like I was saying, I'm all across social media. All the links are right here. All the icons where I'm at are right here. I'm also on Blogspot as well. I have a Reddit account too. A Reddit group that you can join as well. I don't have anyone there yet, but I haven't really promoted it, so that's a shame on me for that. But Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. What's the other one here? That's here. Twitter. I'm all across social media, like I said before. You can add me, follow me, whatever the case may be. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like my videos, comment on them. Slowly but surely, I am getting a whole lot more traction. So that's awesome. I made this one video like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it's done pretty well. I'll be in 1 or 2 negative comments here and there, but that's just the name of the game, and I am just happy to be able to give my 2 cents into whatever topic or video I'm watching. And on top of that, like I said before, it's the engagement and seeing how people react to it and their opinions about it and whatnot. It's really interesting. Really interesting. What I can say is there's a whole slew of different opinions about the same subject, and people's perspectives on things. It's quite interesting if you really think about it. So, sometimes it gets a little out of hand, but honest, constructive criticism is always great, and it's necessary to be able to improve. It's just, I don't know, people do it in weird ways, but oh well, whatever. As long as it happens and there's that interaction and that engagement, that's the core essential of the whole content creation game, regardless of it being, like I said, negative or positive. So 2 thumbs up for that, and I'm extremely happy that happened, and extremely happy that happened. Just thought I had repeated myself there twice. If you want to further support me, if you like what I do, I'm a small content creator looking for as much support as possible. You can join the free Discord, King Angel's Entertainment Lounge. You can find that link either in the description box or in the About section, or if you're watching me on Facebook, hey, what's up, Facebook? You can find it in the description box of this same live stream. It's $2 a month. You get full unedited episodes. You get review videos that are exclusive to Patreon members, live chats, private Discord channels. I'm also adding a poll. Well, I added a poll, but I'm going to be updating it with the topics that are in the random topic box that we did last week. That's going to be a staple every week. This week, it's going to be a little bit different. I do want to point that out. Thursday is 420, and I take that shit to the heart. So 420 will be a 420 very special episode. We're going to go through cannabis history, culture, funny videos about it, informative videos. That's why I'm only going to do it on Twitch. I thought about doing it on YouTube and Twitch, but I want to avoid the copyright portion of things, and there's probably going to be some stuff there that will probably have like background music and whatnot. So I'll do it exclusively on Twitch. Join the Discord so you can see the event link when I create it, and you can just hit interested and you'll be informed as soon as I go live. I'm thinking about doing maybe both the morning and the evening, because cannabis is like that's my thing right there. Like I mean, me and Mary Jane, dude, we're like this. It's my best friend, bro. Like this. You'll see a video appear here. Again, these are all videos I recorded. So you're going to see one here pop up eventually that will confirm what I'm just telling you. So yeah, I'm a huge cannabis advocate. I'm a huge cannabis lover. And I celebrate 420 to the T. This will be my second 420 special episode. The first one obviously was last year. It was my first one. It's a very special day for me as well, because that was the first time so okay, here's the thing. I started streaming at the end of February. It's just one, I had always talked about it. I had been talking about this shit for years. Always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to be in front of a camera. But my first time that I streamed, I just did it directly from the PS5. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I remember it was for Forbidden West that had just come out. And that game came out February 8th, but I was busy at work and whatnot, so I didn't start playing it officially until maybe the end of the month, like sitting down and going through like the whole side quest and all that. And I decided to just do it live, like whatever. First time I did it, I live streamed games for like a month after that. But 420 was the first time I ever did an official The King Angel show, like an actual show where we just did like reviews and we watched videos, we talked about it, we saw the history of cannabis. Albeit, you know, the camera was extremely low quality. I had just started. I had a month streaming, but nonetheless, it was pretty interesting. There were a lot of people that were there as well, so that's pretty awesome. And then the topic at hand is it's cannabis. So I mean, come on, can't go wrong with that. So Thursday, join the Discord, or you can follow me over on Twitter or Instagram. I'll be posting the either on my stories, or I'll do it as a post. Most definitely as a post on Twitter. All of the information and a link for that event. I'll create it today, so that way you can have that already there. It'll only be on Twitch. Again, that's the only thing. I would love to be able to do it on YouTube, but I don't. Again, I'm just avoiding that whole problem with them. So again, Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then maybe in the afternoon I'll go live again, in like an hour or two. Probably do like at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, from 3 to 5 or something like that. But yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Like I said, last time I did it, it was a whole bunch. It was tons of fun. This year is gonna be even better because there has been just a whole bunch of improvements. You can actually check that one out. It's at the tail end of my video section, so it should be like on the very first page. But it's quite interesting. We saw that 2 Chainz video where he eats the edibles. It's like the chef that cooks with like high potent cannabis and whatnot. Hilarious. Absolutely loved it. So join me. And also follow me on Twitter, because you'll see the actual social media banner that I plan on that I'm already working on to create for the episode. So it's going to be quite interesting. Definitely check me out there. And like I mentioned before, you can use your... Oh, I didn't mention it before, but I'm about to mention it now. What I did mention before was liking my videos on YouTube, commenting on them. Let me know what you think. I have a whole bunch of videos there. I have a playlist there with all my videos as well for your enjoyment. She has like 10 plus hours of... wow, I mean, at this point, it should already be close to the 24-hour... maybe like 24-hour plus. With the amount of videos that I have, there should be like 80-something videos. All ranging from like 5 to like an hour. From 5 minutes to like an hour, so. All for your enjoyment. It's a KAS, which is King Angel Shows. Review reaction videos. Check them out. Let me know what you think. It's getting a lot more traction. I'm seeing slowly results. Not as much on my live streams as well, but I'm working really hard on that. Working really hard because, again, I deeply enjoy being in front of a camera, and I enjoy spending time with you here. But my videos, in and of itself, yeah, dude, I can see the traction slowly but surely. Not obviously the quantity that we as content creators would want, but hey, dude, better that than nothing. That's the way I see it. And I love being in the game, and I love just knowing that I'm even if I'm at the bottom of the list, if there even is a list, I'm just glad I'm on the list of an existing or non-existing list of content creators. Period. Add my name to it. So yeah, that's out Thursday. Again, just want to repeat that. It's gonna be really interesting. I'll have like a small intro video for it as well, and I'm working on. That's besides the social media banner that I'm gonna be posting. Well, actually, social media video. Cause it's gonna be a small little video. It's like a snippet, probably like 20 seconds or something. But yeah, working hard to push this 420 live stream to as many people as possible. So if you see it on social media, you see it on YouTube, share it out, repost that shit, like it. Anything helps with this algorithm, and the more I'm able to get my videos out there, obviously the more engagement I'll get, and you can actually help me with that, which is pretty awesome. I love this background, dude. I love it so much. Sometimes I just put it on as a background if I'm just listening to music or something, and it just fits so perfectly. You loop it, and it's just, yeah, makes for a great screensaver. Shit, I should save that as a screensaver. Just thought about that. Shout out to Lo-Fi Girl and Synthwave Boy, dude. That whole lore behind that. That's so awesome. I talked about it last week, but hopefully we'll be able to see this here on the list. If it does pop up, that'll be awesome. If not, I'm just gonna look for it independently because it's so interesting, and the beauty of it, it's not copyright music because it's chill hop. You can hear this literally right now. I am a huge fan of Lo-Fi Girl, Chill Hop Essentials. It's inconsequential background music that, dude, you can smoke to it, you can chill to it, obviously. You can put it on in group settings, and it's not something that overpowers. You can have conversations with people and not have like music that could kind of divert your attention from whoever you're talking to, which happens a lot. And I mean, it's not like your fault directly, but it's just something that happens. So yeah, shout out to Chill Hop. I have that link in the description box wherever you're watching me from. So either like Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. You'll see that link there for Chill Hop. Just click on it, and it'll take you to their website, and it's pretty cool. And they're pretty chill about that. See what I did there? About like the whole like use it. As long as you sign up to like the website and whatnot, it's free. If not, you could just use the one on YouTube as well. But again, it's the perfect music for 90% of the situations that you can find yourself in. Next episode, for tomorrow's episode, I want to use Synthwave Boy, just for a little bit, see how that goes. I don't like it as much. I mean, I love synthwave, but I like it as much as I like Lo-Fi Girl. Oh well. But I mentioned it because I'm hoping that it pops up here in the entertainment section of Google News, which is one of the websites that we're going to be watching. If not, like I said, we're just gonna look for it independently and read about it. And there's a really interesting TikTok about it too. Hopefully we'll find that one too. And I know that, again, it's not copyright music, so we'll be able to see the video. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Before we start, your time is very precious. The fact that you're spending even 1 minute of your time watching me, engaging with me, lurking, whatever the case may be, I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, and let's start this. Let's see what the news has to offer us. I hope this camera behaves today, because it hasn't been. I most certainly will not. This one seems to be working pretty good. I'm just watching. I'm just looking at the ad blockers that I have on the website. Cool. Okay, let's see. I don't understand what the hell. What is it that these like? What are these? Like, what does that family have that gets? Is it because like they're famous and that kind of like solidifies some type of fame when you start dating them and whatnot? Come on now. All right, there's some interesting stuff here. Let's watch this first one. So it says, well, let's see if it opens up first. Oh, so CNN style. Reading off of CNN.com. Artist rejects photo prize after AI generated image wins award. Updated April 18th, 2023. So, this is a fake AI generated image. Could have 100% fooled me. And I think that's where the problem lies. That it's, dude, look at this. Look how real this looks. People tell me that, especially like my wife tells me that I shouldn't be worrying about like AI, which is perfectly understandable. Like it's advancement, and there's so much that could be done with AI, but that fine line between reality and something like this is pretty crazy. I mean, if this would have been someone that drew this image, yeah, dude, I mean, that would be pretty phenomenal. I mean, we would definitely be talking about how this artist is showcasing his talent to a point that, whoa, is like just exceeding all expectations. But this is an AI generated image. And I'm guessing this was submitted to some kind of award, for an award, and the person pulled out of the award ceremony. I don't know. I'm gonna read on it. Let's see what it says. So, this was written by Leanne Kohlerin. It says a German artist has rejected an award from a prestigious international photography competition after revealing that his submission was generated by artificial intelligence, aka AI. Berlin-based Boris Eldixen won the Creative Open category at this year's Sony World Photography Award with his entry, Pseudomnesia, the Electrician. The eerie black and white image shows two women from different generations, the older woman appearing to hang on to the younger woman from behind. Organizers said they were made aware of some AI involvement, but said there had been deliberate attempts to mislead them. Eldixen, said he hoped his actions would open up the conversation around the issue and lead to separate competitions for AI-generated images. I don't know. It kind of sounds like you were caught, my dude. You got. And yeah, I'm not sure if this was something that you were trying to make aware of, or that you just tried to win and yeah, you were caught red-handed. Let's see. Elgensen said in a statement shared on his website that he had been a cheeky monkey in a bid to open up the conversation around artificially generated images. Thank you for selecting my image and making this a historic moment, as it is the first AI generated image to win in a prestigious international photography competition. How many of you knew or suspected that it was AI generated? Something about this doesn't feel right, does it? He continued, AI images and photography should not compete with each other in an award like this. They are different entities. AI is not photography. Therefore, I will not accept the award. He said he applied as a cheeky monkey to find out if the competitions are prepared for AI images to enter. They are not. It says it's not about winning. Elginson told CNN Tuesday it shows that at the moment the photographic world has been taken by surprise after this development that subtly you can create images that look like photography, but you don't need to have the skills and expertise of photographers. He said that AI had left many photographers feeling threatened and afraid that they are going to lose their jobs, which will happen. Elginson said his intention was not to create trouble, but to open up an important conversation. It was not about winning anything, he said. I was just making a test to see if they were aware, like a hacker who hacks a system not to exploit it, but to see if there are weaknesses. In further statements on his website, he said he had informed the organizers of AI involvement. Organizers said that 2023 had seen the largest number of entries in the award's 16-year history. More than 415,000 images were entered across this year's competitions, with more than 180 of them eligible for the professional categories. 3 finalists, as well as 5 to 7 shortlisted photographers, were chosen in each category. The selected images were shot by photographers from more than 30 countries in locations, ranging from an abandoned cement factory in China to a fish market in Somalia. Misleading claims. The World Photography Organization, which runs the competition, told CNN in statement Tuesday that during the competition's exchanges with Elginson ahead of announcing him as a category winner on March 14th, he had confirmed the co-creation of this image using AI. The creative category of the open competition welcomes various experimental approaches to image making, from cyanotypes and radiographs to cutting-edge digital practices, organizers said. As such, following our correspondence with Boris and the warranties he provided, we felt that his entry fulfilled the criteria for this category, and we were supportive of his participation. Okay, I take back what I said before. So, maybe he was really trying to prove a point. He had already mentioned it to them, and they still put him into the competition. And he still won, and they still gave him the award, which he gave back. So basically, his point was proven. I mean, think about it. They didn't. They knew the image was AI generated, or had in some part, AI had helped with the image, and I mean, he still won. Who's to say that any of the other people that participated in the same competition that has been going on for 16 years, last year, could have generated an image through AI and probably won, and no one even realized that? Something had to trigger this person to go ahead and do this and try to prove this point. Think about it. Let me know in chat what you think, because I'm convinced that again, they knew exactly what this person was doing, but they still went with it anyway because the AI generated such a nice image. It looks pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from Skynet, which is what I call it. It did generate an amazing looking picture, but it's not real at all. So the fact that he won the award, like, in first place, comes to show that A, they're not really checking anything, and B, they can easily be fooled, which is crazy. Okay, so additionally, we were looking forward to engaging in a more in-depth discussion on this topic, and welcomed Boris' wish for dialogue by preparing questions for a dedicated Q&A with him for our website. As he, Elginson, has now decided to decline his award, we have suspended our activities with him, and in keeping with his wishes have removed him from the competition. Given his actions and subsequent statement noting his deliberate attempts at misleading us, and therefore invalidating the warranties he provided, we no longer feel we are able to engage in a meaningful and constructive dialogue with him. The statement said organizers recognize the importance of this subject and its impact on image making today. Does it really? Really? While elements of AI practices are relevant in artistic context of image making, the awards always have been and will continue to be a platform for championing the excellence and skill of photographers and artists working in the medium, the World Photography Organization said. Okay. Sony World Photography Awards. let's see if we can find previous entries and see what they have. Like what won in other years. So. Okay, so we'll do 2023 professional competition winners. This is photographer of the year. So, photographer of the year was written by, was Edgar Martins from Portugal won. So it says, congratulations to Edgar Martins for being awarded this year's photographer of the year title for his series Our War. As well as winning a $25,000 cash prize, Martins is giving a range of Sony digital imaging equipment plus global online coverage. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for that, Augie. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are checking out right now. Well, we started with the article on Sony World Photography Awards. So this image won first place, but as you can see, this is a fake AI generated image, which then led us to see what other images were submitted for. Thank you so much, Augie Productions. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that subscription. It means the world to me. Thank you very much. So yeah, this image is fake. It was AI generated, and it won first place at this prestigious photography award. It was a point that was trying to be made by the person that generated the image. He submitted it as an original photography, as an original photograph that had some AI manipulation to it. He had previously told the organizers of this, and he still won first place. When he won first place, it was then discovered that, because he was honest about it, because it was a point he was trying to make, that it was completely fake and it was AI generated, which leads us to now see the images that have won in previous years, to check them out and kind of determine if we think it's AI generated or not. Mind you, this could well be just a one-off case, but the fact that that image made it all the way to first place and no one realized it and no one did anything about it, that kind of sucks. So for 2023 photographer of the year, which was what I was reading now, is Edgar Martins from Portugal. Let's see, so he won $25,000. He was given a whole bunch of Sony digital imaging equipment plus global online coverage. Martins also wins a solo presentation at Somerset House of his work as part of next year's Sony World Photography Awards exhibition. Alrighty, so it says, Our War by Edgar Martins. So in 2011, my dear friend and the photojournalist Anton Hammerl traveled to Libya to cover the conflict between pro-regime and anti-Gaddafi forces. On April 5th, he was forcefully abducted and killed by government militia. Frustrated by the lack of progress in the investigation to find his mortal remains, in 2022, I took matters into my own hands and traveled to Libya. The previously unseen body of work is structured as a self-portrait of Anton Hammerl through the people he photographed and met, and others involved in the conflict, freedom fighters or their descendants, ex-militia, local residents, Gaddafi loyalists or lookalikes, and so on. They were selected because they resembled him, espoused similar ideals and beliefs, or reminded me of him at different stages of our friendship. This project portrays a complex story, warped by absence, that talks of the difficulty of documenting, testifying, witnessing, remembering, honoring, and imagining. Okay. Yeah, I certainly don't think this is AI generated. Wow. Again, this is in the middle of a war. It's the irony of it all. Wow, that's a very powerful image. Let me know what you guys think in chat. Are these images great? I mean, I'm actually absolutely astounded with it. Maybe this one could possibly ask the, like, because of the background kind of image of it. Wait, what I do? That background kind of looks drawn, but I don't know. Maybe that's a background that he just took the picture in front of it. Whoa. That's beautiful. Hell yeah. See, the thing about photography is it's capturing a moment that you can kind of give any conclusion you want to that picture. There's so many, like, a great photographer will be able to capture a certain moment and from it have tons of different explanations to it of sorts. Like here with this image that we're looking at right now, it kind of sucks that you can't see like the full image. It cuts off, but it won't let me go down because if I go down, it won't. Dang it! Let me see. Maybe we can go like this. Okay. Well, I guess I'm zooming it in a little bit too much there. Let's see if maybe this helps. Nah. Because it full screens and it kind of messes. So whatever. We're just gonna have to do it like this. But again, a great photographer will be able to capture a moment like this, and you can make any sort of conclusion to it, like I said before. So, you know, again, this is in the middle of a war. You can determine that this person maybe isn't part of the war, or it's just someone that's seeing it from the outside perspective. We could maybe determine that maybe he's part of the militia as well. I think it's the simplicity of it mixed in with just how powerful an image can be, which is why there's just so many photography books, so many magazines. It plays such an important role because there's just so much in a picture that can be said, and so much history in it. And I think the famous, what is it? A picture can speak 1,000 words, can say 1,000 words. A picture can say 1,000 words, or a picture can paint 1,000 words. Let's see. So it has evolved into an idiom which refers to the notion that one single image could convey a story as effectively as a large amount of descriptive text. So a picture paints 1,000 words. Bruh. That's beautiful. Let me see. So these are the first 7. Let's see what else. Okay, so this is for architecture and design. I think we can see kind of the images like that there. So there's a cement factory. Whoa, this one looks interesting. So this is a vernacular animal sheds by Servaas van Bel. So this is in Belgium. So livestock shelters and fields are so common in the Belgian landscape. I would love to go to Belgium. Wow. There's so many of those Nordic countries that I would love to go to. In the Belgian landscape that nobody pays them much attention. But the countryside offers a range of architectural gems in many shapes, materials, and colors. For 5 years, I crisscrossed Belgium to find just the right kind of shed, carefully listing them so I was prepared to photograph them in perfect lighting conditions, by which I mean dense fog. I live in the North Bay, so if there's one thing we know is fog. Shout out to Carl Fog. Shout out to San Francisco Bay Area, because we get a whole bunch of like dense fog, and depending on where you are, there's points where it's even hard to see what's coming at you because it gets extremely foggy. Very beautiful. So let's see. As fog is unpredictable, I never knew how long it would last, and the project took several years to complete. In a way, the photograph of a weather-beaten shed is an allegory for our lives. We all muddle on. We try our best. We carry the scars, and we all die horizontally in the end. Wow. Bruh. Holy shit. We all muddle on. We try our best. We carry the scars, and we all die horizontally in the end. Shit. That's deep. There's this really nice quote I absolutely love, and it's at the end of the chess game, the king and the pawns all go back to the same box. Wow. Humans harbor a deep longing for shelter, warmth, and security, and that is perhaps what makes these wondrous little structures so human. And it's the beauty of photography and how it just... Dang it, you can't... Can you see it like this? Well, maybe we're going to have to appreciate it a little bit like this. It's funny how you'll see houses like this in Dominican Republic. You just never really think of it being some sort of like allegory for like real life and whatnot. It's crazy. And again, it comes to show just how much what a good photographer can do, and the emotions that they can convey with images, and the meaning that they attribute to said images. I think it's just great to be able to hear people's perspectives on what they see and feel when they see particular images and pictures and whatnot. Wow, it's beautiful, but then again, it's just the simplicity of it. If you were to see it at face value and take it for what it is, you wouldn't really think about it. It's just like you'd think about it being just like a rundown piece of metal that's just standing there. But then comes that imagination portion, and wow, it's crazy. This one's really nice. I wonder how cold it was. Because I think that's why you can see the ground that's has a little bit of a frost to it. With this dense fog. Holy crap. That's great. Beautiful. Wow. I love the differences in color. So you have the gray bricks here on top, but then they change to this like red brick. But I think it's been there for so long that with the changes of weather, fog, and I guess just the rain causes this discoloration. Because I don't think that they're like gray bricks per se, because there are some of them that are red and that you can see that it is kind of changing color. I'm gonna put a little bigger there so you can kind of tell there are still like red ones, like this, like there's one here on top that is red, like all the way to the top. On the sides as well, you can tell that there are some red bricks there, as you know. Some of them were like bright red, like the ones on top, but with time, it's caused that color. I absolutely love this image. This one's pretty beautiful. This one is that last one looks a lot like the other one. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, so this is second place. I wonder what year is this? 2023? Okay, yeah, 2023. We're still in the professional section, and this is second place. This one's called Postcards from Afghanistan After 40 Years of War by Bruno Sansotera. So, it says Central Asia was once traversed by numerous peoples, traders, and armies. Afghanistan was at the heart of this world, as it welcomed those who traveled across Asia, yet arguably none of the invaders ever completely left. These images document a journey through Afghanistan after 40 years of war and 4 years of drought. Sheesh. And if you don't notice, oh wow, those are all goats. Dang it, some of them look really skinny. It's obvious there's no greenery there for them to eat. It's one of the effects of being in a severe drought. If California would not have had the rains that it had this year, we would have been like this or way worse. There were parts of California that it hadn't rained in a very long time. So I'm very happy that we've been able to at least get ourselves out of the really like severe drought situation that we were in, and at least move on to something less severe. But I still think that we should be extremely careful with how we are wasting water in this state, because it's a pretty big state and there's a lot of things grown here. A lot of cannabis grown here as well too. That shit requires a whole bunch of water, depending on where depending on the way that you are growing it. We grow a lot of vegetables here. We grow a lot of the agriculture that's shipped out to other states as well. It's primarily here in California. It takes up a lot of water. Wow, this is probably one of the most ironic pictures I've seen in a very long time. The fields of green, but there's a tank of war right in the middle. People power converted that tank into something less of war and more of a visual delight to see. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty awesome. And the red just makes the greenery of the trees and the trees behind it, or like the flowers and grass that it's on, just like resonate and like pop out a whole lot more. This is a very beautiful image. This person knocked it out the park with this. I absolutely love it. So, round of applause for him. Good job, Bruno. Wow. It's like a clash of like old meets new. Farmers and profession that's been, it's a profession at this point. Come on. There's professional farmers and whatnot. It's about like one of the oldest professions in the world. Clashing with a gas station. Like literally, go to the gas station. Not uncommon. Where I live, there's actually a mall that people go to, and it always has a whole bunch of chickens like just wandering around. Mind you, there's a whole bunch of cattle and farming done around here, sustainable, and they do it in a very pro animal way, which is just completely awesome. I've mentioned it here before. uh, I'll mention it again. um, you know Make sure you know where your food is coming from. What you put in your mouth is of extreme importance, so just make sure that you're sourcing your vegetables and your, especially the meat that you're eating. uh, what those animals eat and how they're treated, it goes into your own body, believe it or not, which causes a whole slew of problems. Actually, you know what? We'll jump into that really quickly because I'm curious to know the list of things that could cause. So, what's love got to do with it? Okay, I'll go a little severe with this. It says consequences of eating meat from a... No, not okay. So how does eating meat harm the environment? No, that's not what we're looking for. It's also animal abuse. No, that's not what I'm trying to... That's not what I'm going to. Consequences of eating meat from... Okay. It's not how bad eating meat is for the climate, my dude. That's not what I'm looking for. Bruh, get out of here with that bullshit. I'm a meat lover. I eat meat. Dude, that's my thing. I love it. But where you get the meat from is very important. Why is this feeding me this crap? Environmental impacts of animal. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so top reasons to buy meat locally. Purchasing from local shops and farms helps to keep an estimated 4 times as much money in the community when compared to buying from chain grocery stores. Purchasing from a local meat market also allows farmers to stay in business and helps to preserve the local economy. Buying locally can also save you money. Let's see. There we go. Now we're talking my language. So, buying local beef makes a difference. We're reading from the Doghouse Farm. Who was this written by? Does not say. I guess it was just written by the same people that created the website, the owners of the business. But so if you're visiting this website, chances are you care about where your hard-earned money goes. Very, very much. After all, you're here reading about and supporting a small local business. Have you ever investigated where your meat comes from? Read on for more information. Listen, I'm very, 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 very weary of where I purchase my meat. Obviously, I have my local supermarket. They sell local organic products. Boom. That's wonderful. Obviously, it's not a practice that a lot of people have the luxury to be able to do. But it's not really a luxury, because if you really think about it, yeah, some of the meat that you buy is relatively cheap, but when you actually compare it to locally, like local purchases and people that grow in like cattle farms and whatnot in your own area, the difference in price is not really that much, and the quality of the food that you're getting is a whole lot better, which is why you should always try visiting like farmers markets and whatnot. They sell meat there as well. Not all of them do, but at least the ones that are around here, they do sell meat as well, and it's a beauty to see. Obviously, if you don't eat meat, what I'm talking to you about right now is just like rambling, but we can agree that, albeit you don't eat meat, you can at least understand that just as much as your vegetables, you would want to get them from like trustable sources that you know are not growing with pesticides and using harmful chemicals to grow vegetables. It applies the same for meat as well. You know, I personally want to buy meat that's coming from a farm that respects the animals. The food that the animals are eating are, you know, actual food that they need to be eating and not like corn and whatnot. They're treated correctly. The process of, you know, the livestock then becoming what you purchase, you know, done in respectable manners. There are ways, and there are plenty of companies plenty of organic, local meat suppliers that do it just like that, and they they cross off all those check marks on that list, and it's pretty good meat. Listen, you can taste the difference. Some people don't taste it. You can, but if you really, you know, focus well on the quality of the taste of what you're eating, you can definitely tell when you're eating something that's close to like McDonald's grade, as opposed to actual like beef that you're purchasing locally that animals were treated in a sustainable, respectable manner. And dude, the meat tastes 10 times better. It's a lot juicier. It has a lot more flavor to it as well. Shit. Listen, where does America's meat come from? So, North Americans, let's call it that, might be surprised to realize that most of the meat they buy is not from the US. You may even be more shocked and disheartened to know that even meat labeled as product of USA does not have to actually be from the USA, and most meats with this label are not. Brazil is one of the largest beef exporters, and meat labeled product of USA often comes from there. How fresh can the meat you are buying at your local Wegmans be if it was killed in Brazil, processed in Brazil, then put on a cargo ship to float across the ocean, arrive at a port, be unloaded, maybe, be put on a tractor trailer to drive across the US to be delivered to your local grocery store? After all this, it is put out on the shelves as fresh and as a product of USA. The US had banned meat from Brazil for a short time due to the USDA repeatedly finding bone fragments, blood clots, and unsavory material in the meat. Ugh. However, in 2021, the US tripled its Brazilian beef imports. In fact, the United States imported over 3 billion pounds of meat from 20 different countries last year. The big four meatpacking companies, including Cargill, JBS, National Beef, and Tyson Foods, control more than 85% of the US beef supply. That gives them a lot of power over prices and politics. To maintain both their lock on the marketplace and their share of the retail price, these large multinational corporations have intentionally blocked transparency in the food marketplace to keep you in the dark. Labeling is supposed to be used to provide consumers with important information about their purchasing choices. Before we continue, really quickly, who's Cargill? What company are we now talking about here? What does Cargill own? Let's see. So, what are we doing here? Okay. Cargill Incorporated is a privately held American global food corporation based in Minnetonka, Minnesota, and incorporated in Wilmington, Delaware. And isn't Minnetonka where Prince is from? Oh, no, I think he's from Minneapolis. No, my bad. Okay. And incorporated in Wilmington, Delaware. Founded in 1865, it is the largest privately held corporation in the United States in terms of revenue. If it were a public company, it would rank, as of 2015, number 15 on the Fortune 500, behind McKesson and ahead of AT&T. Cargill has frequently been the subject of criticism related to the environment, human rights, finance, and other ethical considerations. Yep, sounds about corporate right there. So let's see. Some of Cargill's major businesses are trading, purchasing, and distributing grain and other agricultural commodities, such as palm oil. Palm oil, of course. Trading in energy, steel, and transport. Raising livestock and production of feed. If you don't know what palm oil is, really quickly, it's an edible vegetable oil derived from the mesocarp, reddish pulp of the fruit of the olive palms. The oil is used in manufacturing, in beauty products, and as biofuel. Palm oil accounted for about 33% of global oils produced from oil crops in 2014. Palm oils are easier to stabilize and maintain quality of flavor and consistency in processed foods, so are frequently favored by food manufacturers. On average globally, humans consumed 7.7 kilograms, which is about 17 pounds, of palm oil per person in 2015. Bruh. The fuck? Demand has also increased for other uses, such as cosmetics and biofuels, creating more demand on the supply, encouraging the growth of palm oil plantations in tropical countries. So really quickly, where are they taking said palm oil from? You may be asking yourselves. So this was 2012. That's them. Learn how sustainable palm oil. Boo, that's them that make this. They made this video and they put. Yeah, that is Cargill. Yeah, it says it right there. Why are they the only ones posting? So this is from 2010. Okay, this is 2018. Okay, this is from 2018. I'm still gonna put it on anyway because no. As you know, if it has copyright music, I won't be leaving it. And it does. Get out of here. No! Okay, let's start it over. So, you may not know it, but palm oil is in many products we consume and use every day. But it's raising potential health concerns. So what is palm oil? Palm oil is a vegetable oil that comes from the fruit of palms. It's become popular as consumers have demanded more all-natural ingredients. The edible oil is the most consumed vegetable in the world, according to the Zion market research. So why is it getting... Dang it. Get out of here. So why is it getting a bad rap? The European Food Safety Authority warned contaminants in the oil, when refined over 393 degrees Fahrenheit. Fatty acid esters form, which poses a cancer risk. Oh, shit. And it's also been slammed by environmental groups. Used in toothpaste, cosmetic shampoos, and soaps. Okay, so it appears under another range. So we can know it as from common vegetable oil to palmitoyl alcohol. Now we know what to look for. Crazy. So this is Minnetonka, Minnesota. Minnesota-based Cargill has suspended business with a major Guatemalan palm oil supplier that has been accused of human rights violations and environmental degradation. Wow, this is from 2007. Is there any Pepsi? Oh, jeez. Wow, are they the only ones posting? That's all I see here. It's from this it's from the same company. But what I'm trying to get is 2008. Okay, let's see. So this is from 2022, December 20th. It says violence, torture, and threats. Let's see. Continue. Alleged land and environmental defenders in Amazonian Brazil palm oil region. Okay. This is interesting. So this is a globalwitness.org. Article was written, like I said before, December 20th, 2022. And it was written... Does it say who it was written by? No. So major international brands are called on to stop purchasing palm oil linked to human rights abuses. Like these are indigenous people from Pará, Brazil, protesting against BBF in Tomé Açu, June 2022. Okay, so in September 2022, we published the investigative report Amazon Palm, revealing that major international household brands including Hershey's, Kellogg, Nestle, and PepsiCo, and commodity traders such as Cargill source palm oil from Pará, Brazil, despite their suppliers' links to violence, torture, and land fraud. The report highlights the need for immediate action from international companies sourcing palm oil from Brazil Biofuels, BBF, and Agropalma, as well as from policymakers in the EU, to stop severe human rights and land rights abuses against indigenous Quilombola and other communities who traditionally live in the oil palm plantation areas. Politicians don't give a crap about that. Come on now. Community leaders feared for the security of lands and environmental defenders throughout the end of Bolsonaro's term. That sucks to be that dude. According to them, the pre-election message from deputies and government officials to local palm oil producers was clear. If Bolsonaro loses, execute those who are protesting and creating problems until the end of 2022. Since Jair Bolsonaro's electoral defeat in October 2022, those concerns appear to be coming true. But we have received new evidence of serious allegations made by Turiwara and Tembe indigenous leaders from Tomé Açu, Acará, and Pará concerning violent actions taken by men wearing BBF uniforms and armed men alleged to be acting on behalf of BBF to reoccupy indigenous lands that are also claimed by the company. Let me tell you something. Greed is the greed in corporations has to be like one of the root causes of the reasons why we are in the current climate situation that we're currently in. Same experience we had in Dominican Republic as well with the Barrick Gold. I mean, if you don't know the Barrick Gold, they're this really horrible, extremely environmental company that they mine gold and like rocks and those type of like resources and whatnot. And dude, they made their way into the Dominican Republic and they've been there for more than a decade, just sucking out all of our natural resources, extracting gold and stuff like that that belongs to the country. Because it's not so much that we got that same treatment during the conquistador times when my ancestors were colonized and they were murdered, raped, pillaged, stolen from. It's the same thing now. They just do it with contracts and stuff like that. They wanted to do it to another part of our island that's probably one of the most beautiful points. It's Bahía de las Águilas, which is Bay of the Eagles. And to even get to that point of the island, you have to go on a boat. And the government insists on trying to make that into a tourist spot now, and they're trying to open up hotels and stuff like that. Because it's corporate greed. It's government greed. It's the more money that can be produced by exploiting something that's not even yours. Because again, I've talked about this before, but people are really under the impression or the assumption that this earth, like this land, is yours. You don't really own anything. I just want to put that out there. Like, you don't own land. You pay rent for it, or you paid a hefty amount of rent for it. To the government. That's all you did. You didn't really. You don't own anything like that. So this mentality that people have, like land and stuff like that, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. Because then you have corporate greed like this, and they go into the Amazons and they're just completely destroying the rainforest, and they're just cutting down a natural resource like palm, converting it into palm oil, so that we can have, what is it, Oreos and like Nestle ice cream and shit. Come on now. Listen to this. We have gathered video and interview evidence showing that on and after November 28th, mind you, this was a few months ago, armed men reportedly acting on behalf of BBF have forced men and women to lay face down on the floor at gunpoint as if they were criminals, attacked and hurt community members, allegedly including a pregnant woman, threatened to shoot those who were attempting to protect the territory and prevent BBF's reoccupation. Indigenous leaders also allege that they have received death threats. Look at that. Picture and everything. Armed men reportedly working on behalf of BBF. It says, Cargill informed us that they have suspended BBF from its palm supply chain, as they are unable to ensure BBF is upholding its obligations as a Cargill supplier. Hershey, General Mills, and Kellogg have responded to us stating that they were linked to BBF through their direct supplier, Cargill, who has suspended BBF effective on October 13th, 2022. Therefore, BBF is no longer in these companies' supply chains. Unilever has said that they are investigating BBF through their grievance mechanism and by reaching out to their direct supplier, Cargill. Nestle said they do not purchase from BBF. No, but Cargill does, and they were the ones that were in direct negotiations and business with the BBF. Let's see. There's this video. Hopefully it's not that long. Hopefully there's no... Is it really 9 minutes? It is 9 minutes. We'll watch a little bit of it, at least. Okay, in the Amazonian state of Pará, traditional communities are being strangled by palm plantations all around and facing human rights abuses. So my sister was walking on the street and was approached by the company's security men and by the militiamen. She was thrown to the ground, they pulled her hair, stepped on her neck, and soon afterwards the security guards asked the militiamen to set her on fire. Holy cannoli. Alongside the wide Acará River, two Brazilian giants dominate the palm oil sector. Hold on. I want to know the names. Agropalma and Brazil Biofuels, which is BBF. The wannabe militiamen that we just saw there in that picture. Okay, so the BBF is reportedly responsible for brutal violence against indigenous Quilombola, which are Afro-Brazilian resident of Quilombo settlements first established by escaped enslaved people. And riverine communities who normally live near riverbanks and have deep connections with waterways. And campesino, small rural communities, those are communities defending their ancestral lands. Agropalma are linked to fraudulent land grabs and stranding or evicting communities. So several times, militiamen hired by the company BBF stopped both indigenous and Quilombola peoples, humiliated them on dirt roads, threw them to the ground, pointed guns against their heads to the point of almost shooting. So allegations from community members indicate systematic violence through armed attacks, torture, death threats, land grabbing, and forced eviction. I'm telling you, this corporate greed, bro, it's insane. Communities are living a true nightmare. Shit, I can only imagine. Today, certain people are using our sweat. Our blood is spilling. It is the sweat of the indigenous peoples that covers this palm oil that is going to the entire world. It happens here. It is our blood that is being spilled. There was a camp of people that recognized themselves as Turiwara indigenous people. They were caught by surprise when the company's security guards, about 20 security guards, set fire to their camp. Wow. And shot at some people. Holy cannoli. There was a lot of torture. They have thrown people to the ground. They have burned plastic and dripped it on the backs of communities members. Some even have fractured bones. Oh, thank you so much for that follow, Abulation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Well, right now we're talking about palm oil and the effects of corporate greed and the extraction of palm in Brazil. We're just seeing a small little video. It has copyright music on it. Like I don't want to put the actual audio to it. But yeah, these are all the companies that are currently working with Cargill, which is one of the companies mentioned here, and they are basically just exploiting this part of Brazil, extracting palm to make palm oil so that we can enjoy Chips Ahoy, I guess. Some ice cream? I don't know. So these are the companies. So it's AAK, ADM, Bunge, Cargill, Danone, Ferrero, Friesland Campina, General Mills, Hershey's, Kellogg, Mondelez, Nestle, Olenex, Olvia Vegetable Oils, PepsiCo, because of course, PC, Cousins, Stratus Foods, Unilever, and Upfield. Crazy. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Wow. Crazy. Let's see what else they say. Dang you with your copyrighted music. Okay, so we are threatened by BBF. BBF is the biofuel a company that extracts the palm oil from the fruit palm to make biofuel. I've set my house on fire right over there. Wow! When I started to hear popping sounds of burning wood, when I looked over, it was the house that was falling apart because it was burning. It was BBF. It was BBF's security guards. Wow. Agropalma has been accused of acquiring lands with illegal titles that have been initially occupied through a decades-long land grabbing process. I mean, if you really think about it, it's been disguised, and it has different names, but we're still facing the fact that there are people that just go into your land and just like take it. Asking me how my stream is. Get the hell out of here with that. You know who I feel really bad for? I feel really bad for the people that they take the pictures from, because those are real it's a graphic designer. One of the graphics, you can tell once they start asking like, how's your stream, with their crappy English, they start asking these stupid ass questions. Bruh, listen, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, come on. I've been in the game for a year now. Half of my Twitter followers are you graphic designer marketing bullshit. That all you're trying to do is sell followers to people so that they can gain more followers like that. I know people that have paid for that crap. You feel me? That have had their accounts closed because of that shit. You're not fooling anyone. So y'all can keep coming in, and I'm gonna keep banning y'all instantaneously, because y'all dumb as fuck, because you put it on your account. Like, at least try to hide it with your profile that you're creating on on Twitch, and I'd be so dumb and putting the information there because it's the same information on the Twitter accounts as well, and you're stealing someone's picture. That's not you in the picture. I hope that person finds out. I hope all those people find out. Listen, they take pictures from people that you can tell. Come on, you're not even savvy about it. You suck, and that's why you're gonna have to keep scamming people for the rest of your life. You feel me? That's what you're gonna keep doing, scamming people. That's it. That's all you can do. But you know who's not scamming? Me. Your broken ass English there. How's your stream going? Get the fuck out of here with that. They go into your Discord. They do the same thing too. Everywhere. LinkedIn, it's like ants on LinkedIn. You can't put a hashtag on LinkedIn that has anything to do with content creation or anything like that, because they will swarm you and you'll start getting these messages from people that are YouTube marketers or some crap of graphic design bullshit, bro. Whatever. Let's move on. Let's continue with this. I actually took the... Bro, I'm trying to be nice to someone and shit. They're trying to fucking scam me. Fucking scammer. You go fuck yourself, bro. Alright, let's move on. I apologize for that. I don't really apologize. I'm not a... I apologize to you that's actually watching me. But to anyone else, shout out to Kit Boga, and shout out to all of you other content creators out there that fuck with them and just like extend their time so that they can't scam someone else. I thank you. I recently saw a video of someone. I posted it on I'm gonna try to look for that TikTok video. That's how badly I want you guys to see it. This person, literally an elderly citizen, over $15,000 in Steam cards, and Target gift cards, and all. Dude, 15, and that's just what that person counted in a box, because the person was collecting them. He had a box that was completely filled with gift cards that had like $200, $100, and the man died completely poor, and he left all that problem to his wife, who is an elderly citizen who now has to deal with having absolutely no money because they had scammed this person to the point where he thought that his life was being threatened. $15,000. Listen. Why do you think Kit Boga has so much content to make every single day? Because there could, for every scam call center that gets raided by the police, 4 more pop up. I mean, it's to the point where they're doing it with ease now. They're scamming in creative ways now. They're using AI. Now it's gotten to the point where they use AI to like they record even a word that you say. That's why you can't talk if you ever pick up a phone call from an unknown source, don't talk, because anything that you say, they can record your voice, and they can now put it into an AI generator that makes sentences and paragraphs spoken in your voice. And they are now using that shit to scam people and to get people to give up their credit cards, and blackmailing people into, using the excuse that your family member, your close family member, your kids, your husband, your wife is being kidnapped, or they're in an accident or something like that. Dude, there's people that have had their bank accounts completely emptied out. And the thing is that once they get into your computer, that's it. Your computer's fucked. You have to get a completely different computer. You have to create new passwords and stuff like that. Create a new email and try to have things that don't link to you, because that's it. That computer is completely compromised. So that's why I act the way that I act with these scammers, and I call them out. I've had them, like, I curse them out when they try to talk to me on Discord, bro. I go ham on them because I hate people scamming other people for money. That's horrible. It's despicable, and the fact that there aren't stricter laws against these things and ways that, you know, it can benefit the person that's being scammed. Because let me tell you something, all you get is some crappy ass paragraph on the IRS webpage. There's no PSA for elderly citizens to understand that there are certain websites that you shouldn't visit. There's certain things that you shouldn't do online, and they're falling for it, and they're losing all of their money, their hard-earned money. Imagine spending all your life working 35, 40 years, bruh, to have your money stolen by some fucker, dude, at the press of a button like that. The government is lacking with what they're doing. This is completely unacceptable. And the fact that it's happening at such a high rate, it got me. This just pushed me into another. I'll pause on Cargill real quick, and the destruction of the rainforest, and the threats of violence towards this community for palm oil. I just want to do because that's what we do here in the King Angel Show. It's about rabbit holes. It's about one topic leading us to a next topic, something leading us to something completely different. In this case, it's because this fucker tried to scam me. So, really quickly, just so that we can be on the same page, and I'm hoping that some of the scammers are watching me right now, so that you can learn a thing or two, that there are plenty of there's plenty of information and data on you, and that there's plenty of us that are not getting scammed by you guys. Au contraire, dude, I'm gonna curse you the fuck out. It's the most I can do, because I don't really deal with computers like that or anything, but they get pretty pissed off when you curse them out. Oh, they don't like that. They most certainly don't like that. They can go fuck themselves, though. Alright. Alrighty, so how many people get scammed how many people get scams a year in the US? Okay. So this is data from 2022. And while the number of scam reports last year was actually down to 2.4 million from 2.9 million in 2021, individual victims lost far more than ever before. In 2022, the median loss from fraud was $650, up from $500 in 2021. So we're going to be reading from the AARP.org website. This one's called Americans Lost Record-Breaking $8.8 billion to Scams in 2022. The cost of investment schemes, imposter scams, and other fraud is skyrocketing. By Christina Lancido, written for AARP. This was published February 28th, 2023. Listen to this. Consumers reported losing almost $8.8 billion to scams and fraud in 2022, up 30% over 2021's losses, according to newly released numbers from the Federal Trade Commission, which is the FTC. The rising cost of these crimes is staggering, considering that in 2020, Americans lost only $3.5 billion to fraud, including identity theft, which is no joke, Jim. Millions of Americans are affected by this. It's overwhelming, said Attorney General Merrick B. Garland, 70, during a February 9th interview with AARP at the Department of Justice, which is the DOJ, about what the federal government is doing to fight fraud, which is often aimed at older adults. He said that while the DOJ is dedicated to the effort, it's challenged by the fact that these crimes are innovative and constantly changing. And while the number of scams reports, this was what I read previous, I'll read it again, was actually down to 2.4 million from 2.9 million in 2021, individual victims lost far more than ever before. In 2022, the median loss from fraud was $650, up from $500 in 2021. Some scams proved much more lucrative for criminals than others, because that's what you are. You're a criminal because you're a scammer. According to these new numbers, which are based on reports submitted to the FTC's Consumer Sentinel Network directly by consumers or through law enforcement and other organizations. The most costly fraud. The highest losses were incurred through investment scams. A total of more than $3.8 billion, double the amount lost to such schemes in 2021, with a staggeringly high median loss of $7,144 per victim. Imposter scams, sometimes called impersonator scams, also exacted a high toll on their victims, who reported $2.6 billion in losses last year, a median loss of $995 per person. These extremely common scams take many different forms, but essentially involve a criminal posing as someone you trust in order to steal your money. They often will pretend to be a representative from a government agency who's contacting you regarding Social Security, Medicare, or other taxes, or a family member, as in the grandparent scam. Celebrities, yeah, because they pose as celebrities too, which is so weird. Debt collector or utility company representative. So those are just some of the ways that I just mentioned there. You feel me? The one that Kit Boga focuses on is the Social Security, Medicare, taxes, the Border Patrol. Have you gotten that call, chat? The Border Patrol agents. These scammers that are all across, that are exclusively for streamers and content creators. The gain more followers. How's your stream going? How's your stream going today, huh? They always talk to you in a private message when they join your Discord. They always have pictures of these extremely good-looking people, whether it's men or women. It's always first and last names. That's a really big indicator. First and last names, because they're so dumb that they don't even create. Oh, this one that came in here was a little bit less dumb. This one's called Evolution. They're stupid. Come on now, just look at this shit. This is the kind of. This is what sparked the idea of this person. What was it? What is it? Evolution. Bro, you need to take those nuts out of your mouth. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Fucking scammer ass bitch. I hate it. I just hate it. I hate it so much. I hate scammers of any kind. I hate people that willingly rob other people like this. Manipulate and rob them. And they do it to people that are the most in need of help, which are elderly citizens that, you know, we can defend ourselves, and not even, because I've seen many millennials and Gen Xers and even Gen Zers that have been scammed. I have a friend that was scammed recently like this, and they took like money from her account and shit. You feel me? Because you're trying to do good and you're trying to live a life without problems, and then, you know, you're called from one of these institutions. But these institutions don't even. They didn't go out of their way to inform people. They have like websites and shit, but there should be a PSA running as a commercial for people that watch cable. You know, elderly citizens, dude, they should be fucking seeing this on their TVs all the time. These are potential scammers. Watch out for these scams. Watch out for these people. Don't go into these websites. Watch out for these individuals and what they say. Watch out with you know, clicking on links that you don't know of. A lot of scammers, they go on WhatsApp and stuff like that. I'll give you an example. My parents use WhatsApp. It's pretty common to use in Dominican Republic. Hell, it's advertised in Dominican Republic to use. Everyone uses WhatsApp. There's a lot of scams that happen there. My parents, like, they're elderly citizens. They don't know the difference in these things. You feel me? They don't understand. So they could easily be scammed by these people. And your grandparents can be scammed by these people. You can be scammed by these people. The person that had this, that I know that had this happen to them, is a millennial. They're around my age. So it's not uncommon for it to happen. So yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there should be more information available to people so that they can understand that this is a very big problem. It's your money. Like, it's literally your money, and some banks, they don't give that money back to you. Some of them do, some of them don't. And it's a huge process to be able to get that money back into your account, because you have to prove that, you know, that money was taken out. If you willingly let them go into your bank account, they don't give your money back. So you're double screwed. I'm tired of these scams. I'm tired of these scammers. I'm tired of these fake graphic designers, these fake marketers, these fake fucking bullshitters, dude, stealing money from people because you're too much of a piece of shit to go get your own fucking job. So you have to steal money from other people. Like, word. That's crazy. That, I'm just trying to move a little bit because I don't like the corners coming out. That's insane. That's what you were born to do. You were put on this earth for that. That's pitiful. Disgraceful. Sad. Very sad. Very sad. I wish you step on a Lego for the rest of your life, bro. Hell yeah. I mean, okay. Look at the graph. Let's look at this. Let's just take the time to analyze this graph really quickly. So it's a median fraud loss by age, 2022. What's the biggest age gap there? I don't know. Who are they targeting? 80 and over, right there. 80 and over, with a total amount of $1,674. Bro, at the other end is 19 and under, and even they are getting scammed at a minimum amount. It's $300 there, obviously, but they're still being scammed. Hey, Gen Z, you think you're not being scammed either? Look, second one, from left to right, 20 to 29, $548 total. But their primary target group are the last three. Ages between 60 to 69, 70 to 79, and 80 and over. Our grandparents. Our great aunts and uncles. You know, the most vulnerable are their targets. Me, they come in here, I'll tell them go fuck themselves. I'll ban them, and if they talk to me in private, I'll just, like I said before, I'll curse them out. Like, I'll put a whole paragraph of just like the worst curse words and phrases that I could attribute to this person, because they are the worst of the worst, because they're just robbing people the way they are. Someone 70 or over, 80 or over, they don't have that ability, because they're more prone to believing that the IRS, whom they have been paying taxes to for the last 50, 60, 70 years of their life, could fall for that because of the goodness and the fact that they're trying to live as good citizens and be good citizens of the country. You get a call like that, and it fucking worries you. Like, that's a problem. Like, you're like, oh shit, like, oh my god, my world is coming down. What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna give this person my money. And that's how they scam people. I have no sympathy for them, no empathy, pity. That's what I have for you. Pity. Of the 2.4 million scam reports submitted last year, imposter scams were most common, followed by online shopping scams, scams involving prizes, sweepstakes and lotteries, investment scams, and business and job opportunity scams. The fraudulent five, as the FTC puts it. I know someone that was also scammed, like the job opportunity scam. They were looking for a job. They applied for a job on the actual website of the company, not through Indeed, not through Good Hire. They did it directly through the website, and they were still scammed. Still scammed. Crazy. And not scammed like money thing or anything, because the person didn't put their like bank information or anything, but their email was scammed. So basically they were able to get into their email and just mass send a whole bunch of emails to random accounts as phishing. And yeah, that's a huge problem. So listen, while a smaller percentage of older people report being victims of scams than younger people, they tend to lose far more money to these crimes. A median amount of more than $1,000 for victims 70 and older, compared with about $550 for those in their 20s. These numbers, unfortunately, may only reveal a fraction of actual losses to fraud, which is notoriously underreported because victims may feel ashamed or doubt that authorities can help them. But reporting scams is crucial, experts say, allowing law enforcement to target its efforts and helping to reveal the full scope of the problem. So, these are report highlights. Okay, so there were over 1.1 million reports of identity theft last year. About 442,000 were related to credit card fraud. Individual victims within the military community, veterans, military members, and their spouses of all ages also continue to report losing more money than their civilian counterparts, with a median loss of $765 in 2022, compared with $650 among the general population. Bro, not even our military people. That's crazy. Not even the military are immune to being scammed by these people. That's insane, dude. Texts were the most common contact method criminals use for scams, at 22%, followed by phone calls, 20%, and emails at 19%. There were almost 40,000 reports of romance scams in 2022, with a total loss of $546 million. What's a romance scam? Adults of all ages are going online in hopes of finding love and companionship. Listen, I've been married for the past 15 years. I have not been on the market, so I have never done anything that has to do with any of those apps for like dating or anything. So I had no idea what a romance scam was up until this point. If you didn't know, now you know. If you did, let me know in chat if this has happened to you, or if you know anyone that this has happened to, or do you know anyone that has been scammed? I'm curious to know if you have also had this experience happen to you. But adults all ages are going online in hopes of finding love and companionship. But seeking romantic bliss online can have a major downside. Cyberspace is full of scammers eager to take advantage of lonely hearts, and their ranks are growing. The Federal Trade Commission, FTC, received some 56,000 complaints about romance scams in 2021, more than triple the 2017 total, and reported monetary losses from such cons that jumped sixfold over the same period to 547 million. The con typically works like this. You post a dating profile and up pops a promising match. Good looking, smart, funny, and personable. Hold on. I'm having some difficulties with I hate with the edges are, but you can see the edges because of the green screen. It's a piece of shit. This con typically works something like this. So, you post a dating profile, and up pops a promising match. Good looking, smart, funny, and personable. Suppose suitors might also reach out on social media. More than a third of people who lost money to a romance scam in 2021 reported that it started on Facebook or Instagram, according to the FTC. They'll use pictures of an attractive person. Of course, check out Social Catfish's list of the top 100 photos used for catfishing, which is using a fake identity to lure someone into a romantic relationship. Now, really quickly, let's see. No, where are the pictures? Boo. Hold on, let's see, because this is the same webpage. Okay, meeting a romantic partner online can be great. An extra dose of skepticism can keep you safe. You meet someone online. They quickly profess their love. Proceed with caution. Especially if they want to take you off the site where you met. Wow. Here's another red flag. Once they gain your trust, which may take months or even years, they might share a hard luck story and ask you to send money. Or perhaps a gift card to help pay a bill. Don't send money. Don't. If they do, they will keep asking for more. Con artists have latched onto gift cards as a convenient form of payment in their scams because they're virtually impossible to trace. For more tips on how to spot romance scams, let me see. I want to see if I can, because that specific video does not have. I save a lot of cat videos, so please be patient with me. Where is it? I did. I saved. I know I saved it because I remember showing it to my wife. I don't think it was that down though. Let me check up again. Dang. No way. Oh man, did I not save it? That's insane. Which is the actual video that I was talking about before of the it's his daughter that shows the box and she takes out all the gift cards from it. I thought I saved this. And it's incredibly sad to see because again, this person, it was their money saved up for many years, and dang, wait, is it this one? No, it's not. Wow, I wonder if she took the video off. No? Yeah, no. I apologize for that. Crazy. I need to go through my, like, kind of take some of these videos off, because I wasn't expecting not to find it. No, apparently not. Let me see. Dang. I wonder if she just took the video off. Because it's just weird that it's not there. Let's see what this person says.
Guys, I want you to pay particular attention, especially while holiday shopping, to be very careful with gift cards. All right, so what happened was I came up and I was actually buying a gift card, $100 gift card for PlayStation. So I picked up the first one and I just felt the back. And if you can see, there's a fake barcode on that. So what happens is the scammers take these empty cards home and they put their own barcode on top here. And you can almost feel it, or you can feel it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an actual fake one on there. Here's a real one, and there's no raised barcode on there. So I'm gonna now take the fake one to the cash to show you what comes up when it gets scammed. Let's go.
Shit.
Now if you see, it comes up as the LCBO, which does not match the PlayStation card here. So to reiterate what happened, I grabbed a PlayStation card, but it actually had an LCBO barcode on it. So what the scammer has at home somewhere is that LCBO card. And that card would have got loaded with the $100 had I paid for this card. I hope that makes sense. And what you need to do is make sure the barcode is okay, and of course you check that at the cash. Stay safe and happy shopping.
Bruh.
Gift card scams. Y'all gotta watch this, especially with the Christmas season coming around. Please watch this. So these are your vanilla, Visa, gift cards, or whatever that you find typically.
Bro, sometimes these TikTok comments, I think it's like the cherry on top. Listen to this one. It says the one that's right on top of me right here. It says Anthony Ortiz says the real scam here is a 40 pixel picture of the card you're showing us.
At your grocery store or home goods stores. These are not placed by the actual store. These are planted by scammers. So when you scan them in, they're actually getting your money. Watch this video, like and follow for more. This is important.
And everything is good. She about to show me right now. So go ahead, show me how you did that.
Okay, the best thing to do when you purchase a Visa gift card or whatever, take your finger, run it across. If you feel a ridge, you good. Even your numbers now are matching from the bottom to the top. You're thinking they're good, but they're actually not. They're actually not.
So she about to open one up and show y'all.
Everything matches. Everything looks good.
It looks legit.
It looks very legit.
Card is sealed up. Everything, right?
It's legit.
Watch how she do this.
Scan it. It's legit. Take it. Open it.
You think you got a gift card in there, right? Look what she pulls out. Look what she pulling out, y'all. A fake scan number. So these
That's
scans
crazy.
that these guys have put in goes to them when you thinking that you getting a real gift card. And the crazy thing about this gift card that she just pulled out this packet, it's a freaking Walmart card. Look at Walmart on the back of it. When the freaking wrapper said Visa on the front that I'm getting from a daggone Kroger store. Yo, be careful out here.
Gift card scam.
Yeah. It's real. Look at this other one. So that's one. I didn't even see the one that I was looking for specifically. Let's. Look at this one. Check this out.
Credit card machine scams. Fake machines getting put in place to steal your information. Watch this video and I'm gonna explain it at the end.
Be careful, y'all. Look.
Ooh!
You see that shit?
And it's everywhere. Everywhere. Because it's not only scamming from, like, on the phone and on the internet. You can't even go to a gas station, bro. Every time I go to a gas station to put gas in my car, that's the first thing I do. I'm checking the thing wherever I'm putting my credit. Anywhere I put my credit card in, that's not like a corporation, like an actual like store. Because if that happens in a store, you can sue the fuck out of them. But these places, they're like, it's like a 7-Eleven that's like privately owned, some shit like that. They do this a lot. It doesn't matter where I go. I'm always checking the machine. I'm always lifting it, trying to put my fingers underneath it. I do the same thing for the ones on the gas stations as well. When I'm putting gas, I try to I pull on them, and I'm not the only like. I thought I was the only one that did it. There are a bunch of people that do the same thing too. Because I noticed once I was at a gas station that someone else was doing it. It was this lady. She went out and she started putting like her fingers underneath the thing and whatnot, because it's not even safe to purchase things with your credit card anymore because this happens. I mean, look at it. Look at how easy it is to get scammed, bro. Come on.
Fake machines getting put in place to steal your information. Watch this video and I'm gonna explain it at the end.
Be careful, y'all. Look.
Everybody's so creative.
That shit. You see where we at? We on Golden State, yo. Golden State and Shaw. They out here with the shit.
Crazy, huh? So you see the machine, and it's an actual machine that's placed on top of a real machine by the scammers. So when you swipe or whatever, it steals your information. But you think, hey, I got a chip, so I'm not gonna fall for that. But in reality, you can see that it's a glass top, so you can actually see the machine. So the cashier is gonna prompt you to pay for your item. If you got a chip, they're gonna prompt you to swipe. So when you swipe, that's where they actually get your information. Oh, you got a chip? Insert it in the bottom. So when you insert it in the bottom, you're going to be able to actually pay. You're going to put your PIN in, and you can see that it's a microchip in the top thing. So when you put your actual PIN in, it's going to take your PIN, keep your PIN, but it's going to actually press the machine under. So you're going to pay for your items like nothing happened, but in reality, they are keeping your information and possibly using it for the wrong thing. So how to avoid this? Don't be so quick to just whip your card out, swipe, or whatever, especially if you got a chip. The whole point of the chip on your card is to prevent stealing of your information, because it gives the machine its own codes that works with the card. But when you swipe it, it can automatically take all your information, the machine. So also look at the machine. If y'all see this machine, it looks like it's been manipulated some type of ways, a lot of tape and stuff like that. If you see that, go with your gut. Don't be so quick to swipe and just go from there.
One of the things, and one of the reasons why we're mentioning this as well, is these fuckers, they prey on small creators. They prey on new creators. They prey on people that are just starting to live stream, that are hungry for making it, that viewership, like seeing those numbers rise, trying to get to affiliate and whatnot. These fuckers, that's what they prey on. Specifically the graphic design ones and the marketing scammers here on Twitch, on Discord, on Twitter, on on YouTube. I get that shit on YouTube as well, bruh. Like, it's obvious that whatever you're doing is working because you're able to scam other people, but to us, to us that are part of the group that are on to what you're doing, and we know exactly the tactics that you use and all the thousands of ways that people are trying to be scammed all the time. You're gonna have to do a really, really impossible feat to try to get me to fall for that shit. Cause bro, I don't trust anyone. I don't trust no one. My wife is the same as well. We don't trust no one. We keep our guard up all the time, at all times. Nuh-uh. Prince said it very well. You don't play me. You play me, you play yourself, bro. You ain't playing me, no. Not my money. But this is crazy. Mind you, I live in California. I'm always checking. I'm not lying when I say it doesn't matter where I go. That's not, again, a huge like corporate kind of shit like Safeway. I don't really do that. I should, but I don't, because they would be in huge legal trouble, and I don't think companies like that want that type of smoke. So nah. But smaller businesses like this, they don't have that much to lose like that. Fuck it. That's why they do it. And it's mostly gas stations, places where it's easy, where there's a lot of a huge flow of people paying with credit cards and whatnot, and it's like kind of on a go kind of thing. It makes sense why it's always, like I said, gas stations, 7-Elevens, grocery stores. I've seen one that's at a liquor store as well. California, you guys need to get on this. The government, step it up. We need stricter laws. There has to be something that the consumer, that's for the benefit of the consumer when these type of situations happen, because I know it, and now I'm talking about it with you, and now you know it as well, and now you're able to spread that information out to someone else. But what's happening is not getting to the information that's not being spread out fast enough, because it keeps happening, and people keep getting scammed. And we just read that 2022 was the highest year of scams in the United States of America. What is happening? Like, why aren't there more laws preventing these type of things, or to something that could help enforce, if there are current laws for it, maybe they have to be a lot stricter. I don't know. But as a taxpaying citizen, I would like my government to be able to take matters a little bit more serious and combat these type of things. I don't know, that's just me.
We moving into the
Let me know what you think, chat.
digital age. The same principles apply like you have cash. Don't be so quick to hand over your money. Make sure you're always aware of what's going on, and go with your gut. If you feel like something is not right, sometimes you gotta pass up to better yourself, because if they get your information, they're gonna try to flush your account, use your cards or whatever in other places, and nobody needs to go through all that. So make sure y'all like, comment, and share.
Okay. We've seen this. Let's see what oh shit, look, this is at an ATM.
Credit card skimmer at work.
Nope. I don't even know if it's. Oh shit, listen to this. This was at Walmart. Oh man, I take that back. Even big corporations too. What?
Y'all be careful swiping your cards at Walmart in Houston.
Look, we just found a scammer device on the scanner. But are we safe to scan?
Oh shit. No way. Oh bro, I
This
take.
is a public. Y'all be careful.
Dang. Oh wow.
Skimmer alert, skimmer alert.
So, on these rare phones, they've been putting other stuff, scammers.
Shout out to the scammer that came in and basically started this whole thing. It says, watch out for evolution. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah, he's a scammer, and At least, but thank you. You inspired us going down this rabbit hole. Fucker.
First putting on stock, we noticed in a couple of customers, and we just got this one back, and right away we noticed that it's right on the corner, and it isn't supposed to go that way. We'll do another video how it's supposed to look, and as you can see, this is stuck on there really good.
Bro, what the
EBT
fuck?
for customers that have EBT, like here in California.
Anywhere in the U.S.
Because
Damn, so it's just okay. Beware of this machine. Beware, this machine scams. Damn, wow. Especially EBT cards. Fuck, bro. If you don't know what an EBT card is, if you're someone that doesn't live in the U.S. So, EBT is electronic benefit transfer. So, we'll read about EBT real quick. So, the EBT system is used in California for the delivery, redemption, and reconciliation of issued public assistance benefits, such as CalFresh, CalWorks, and other food and cash aid benefits. EBT accessible in California. God, dude, this. EBT is accessible. It doesn't have the is. I'm adding that. It is accessible in California, the other 49 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Guam. Recipients of public assistance in California access their issued benefits with the Golden State Advantage EBT card. So now we're on the same page on what EBT is, which is why they put it specifically on their titles. Be aware this machine scams, especially EBT cards.
But regularly it still works with your regular debit or credit, but the EBT scans from the top. And we see that? Go. This is what's on top of it. And then they get all the card numbers to here.
Bruh.
Come back later and get all. So.
Bruh. And the owners of those places, they fucking know. They know. They know exactly. They're probably the ones that are putting it on anyway. Ooh!
You are about to see the extraordinary lengths to which identity thieves will go to steal your credit card information. So will those new chips on all of our cards make any difference? ABC's Nick Watt tonight on what you can do to protect your money.
The gas station, Miami Beach.
Bruh. That's insane, dude. Okay, so now that we've seen the actual scams, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find actual situations where people have been scammed. Okay, so this person got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, dude, this shit happens a lot there. You have to really be careful.
A place where people sell their used items for great prices. You can.
Nope. Bruh. Fucking background music.
What's wrong with your phone, you said?
Hey.
Whatever, you know
What's
what?
wrong with your phone?
I think it's a Pro Max. This phone is really fake. What? What? I'm looking at my lens now like, oh shit, because I use an iPhone for mine. I'm like, no, but I guess it seems legit. It matches the one on the right here, the one on the right. But damn, dude, iPhone users, fucking check this shit out, bruh. This is crazy. Damn, she gave $700. Wow, I didn't even know. Whoa, dude, I didn't even know they could do that.
Tell everyone about a really bad scam that I experienced today. I don't know if you can tell, I've been crying all morning. So I was awoken this morning at 7:20 a.m. roughly to a phone call from my sister. Like, it was her contact, it was her face that popped up on my phone. It looked exactly like my sister was calling. So I answered it, and it was a man's voice on the other end screaming at me, telling me, "You're not going to call anyone else, you're not going to call the police, you're not going to talk to anyone, I have your sister." And like, this sounds, it's so hard for me to describe to you how real this all sounded. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm so good at spotting phishing emails. I'm so good at spotting spam calls. I never fall for anything. And this was like the realest, scariest moment of my entire life, literally. And the guy was screaming at me. He sounded completely unhinged. He sounded crazy. I heard muffled sobs in the background that sounded like a woman's voice. So of course I was like, oh my God, that's my sister. I fully 100% believed that this was real, especially since it was her contact that popped up on my phone. It wasn't some random number. So anyways, I end up talking to this guy for like 15 minutes. I'm trying to calm him down. I'm having like small talk with him, and I end up sending him money.
Fuck.
And what's weird about it too is it's not like he was like, send me $1,500 in gift cards. It wasn't like that. He was like, I need you to send me money. I need to get home. I just got out of jail. I'm just trying to get home. I'm not a bad person. He was saying, he started crying. Like, legit. There was even one point, this is the part that still gives me chills and makes me really scared. There was one point I heard a sob in the background, and the guy said, listen, you need to calm down. You're going to hurt yourself. I'm going to get money from your sister, and then everything's going to be fine. I'm going to let you go. Like,
what?
So luckily I wasn't home alone. My mom happened to be in town visiting. When I first got the call, I ran downstairs and woke her up, but silently, because the guy was telling me not to tell anyone. And so she called the police. And then I took the call outside on my front porch because I didn't want the guy to hear any background noise. I was terrified that he was going to kill my sister. So my mom called the police. Then she called my sister's actual number, and my little sister picked up. So anyway, we realized my sister was okay, and that was all good. But this was really, really scary. Like, it felt so real that I'm not kidding. I'm traumatized, and I'm worried about PTSD. I'm not kidding. If you get a call like this, I read that it's recommended that you hang up and then immediately call back because it'll call your actual contact.
Bruh. What is happening? It's like, what is even happening, dude? That's crazy. Okay. Shit, it's from the FBI. Come on, FBI. Don't tell me that you don't use like copyright shit. It started as a romance scam. Bro, man. See? Are you seeing this? We saw the graph of the age that's most targeted. And obviously the FBI.gov website is giving us a pretty clear example of it. This is part of the romance scams that we read about before. Bro, I mean, just look, this could be your grandma. This could be your great grandma. This could be your mom. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. Ah. Wow. It's just, oh man, it just makes me think of like my own family members and stuff like that. And like, fuck, like, just someone like stealing their money in this way. That, oh wow, that's crazy. Then she became a money mule. Wow. It's really dramatic.
Wanted. He asked me to open personal.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read to you what she said. Wait, the lady has been talking this whole time? Okay. Then my love had people send me electronics, like cell phones, so I could pawn them and send. Whoa. My name is Glenda, and I am 81 years old. I'm sorry, I didn't turn on the captions because they have like I don't know if this is it's probably like copyrighted music and shit. And I don't want the stream to be like banned by YouTube and whatnot. So I'm just gonna read it for you. But damn, my name is Glenda, and I am 81 years old. In 2014, I met the love of my life online. And he told me that he was a US citizen and was working in Nigeria. He asked me for money to help with his business and help leave Nigeria. Then my love had people send me electronics like cell phones so I could pawn them and send him the money. When I couldn't get the money that he wanted, he asked me to open personal and business, oh no, bank accounts. A money mule is someone who transfers or moves illegally acquired money on behalf of someone else. Since 2015, bank employees, local police officers, and federal agents told me that my love was a scam and that I needed to stop or I could go to jail. I didn't listen to anyone else but my love, the love I've never seen nor spoken to. Now I don't have a choice of whom I'll listen to. After multiple warnings over 5 years, oh no. On November 2nd, 2021, I pled guilty to 2 federal felonies. Wait, what? I'd be listening to the judge now. Oh, I'll be listening to the judge now. Wait. What? That didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. Wait, what? I thought that this was going to go differently. Damn. They locked up Glenda. Wow. That's crazy, dude. She was the victim of the scam, but she is being arrested and she has to go to like trial. Wait, hold on. Is this a real story? Oh shit, it is true. Oh no, it's not a joke. It is true. Okay, so I'm reading from riverfronttimes.com. This was written by Glenda Seims. No, wait, no, the person's name is Glenda Seims. Sorry. It was written by Ryan Kroll on Friday, February 25th, 2022. That's when it was published. And the title is Elderly Fraud Victim Turned Money Mule Gets Probation. Wow, holy shit, dude. She fell for the scam. Dude, and she's a money mule, bro. The FBI made her make a video. Damn. That's crazy. Okay. I need to pee real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Dude, today's episode might go a little bit longer because I'm invested in this. Again, as always, this is the King Angel Show. You never know what to expect. Subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitch. We always go down rabbit holes, and again, you never know where we're gonna end. And it's episodes like this. It's just like every time we just go down these deep dives, and one thing leads to another, and oh, it's always so interesting. And chat, let me know what you could think so far. We're gonna read this once I get back. I just really need to be. Dude, this whole thing just got me anxious real quick. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm gonna wait until the camera gets back into focus. You'll see me adjust it real quick. I'm gonna wait until it gets back. All right, and we're back. Listen to this. I was thinking about this. Dude, imagine spending your whole life never had a problem with the law, never had an encounter with the law. You are a tax-paying citizen. You haven't even had a ticket in your life. I've known plenty of people in this beautiful life I've been able to live up until this point that have only had encounters with police, and not only here in the States, I'm talking about in DR as well, because they called them, not because it was actually ever them causing the problem or any type of issue or anything. Dude, so Glenda, imagine, Glenda's never had problems with the law. She's never had issues. She's lived as a great tax-paying USA citizen. Dude, and you're 81 and you end up in the slammer. Bruh. Because someone scammed you. That's that's crazy. I mean, just think about it. Think about it. Be honest with yourself. Look at this lady. She's 81. Wow. Okay, so an 81-year-old Kirkwood woman who fell victim to, then helped perpetuate an online romance scam, was sentenced to 5 years of supervised probation yesterday in federal court. After pleading guilty to 2 counts of identity theft in November, she could have faced between 3 and 4 years in prison. Okay, so she didn't end up going to the slammer. She was sentenced to 5 years of supervised probation. I can understand why they would only give her that sentence. I mean, come on, she was scammed. Okay, but at some point prior to 2014, Glenda Seims was contacted by a man who claimed to be an American businessman trapped in Nigeria. Seims sent him money and later began participating in the scheme as a money mule, receiving money from other victims and forwarding it to the man, who posed as an online love interest. She opened at least 8 bank accounts, all used to receive ill-gotten funds. After she pleaded guilty, Seims collaborated with authorities on a public service announcement about money mules, which was the one that we saw, produced by the FBI, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Secret Service, and Postal Inspection Service. Okay. That same ad should be aired on all cable news outlets, all mainstream media. This should be something that's played, that's aired constantly every time they give commercials. The truth of the matter is, millennials, Gen Zers, we don't have cable. I don't have cable at my house. So the only way I would have seen something like this would have been online. This should be promoted on Twitter constantly. This should be on both ends of the spectrum. CNN, NBC, MSNBC. All the way to the other end, Newsmax. One America, or whatever the fuck it is. Fox News. This shit should be repeated all the fucking time on Fox News. Because, demographics of that channel are coincidentally people that are more prone to falling for these scams. This should be, I'm telling you, the FBI should, the FBI and the U.S. District Attorney's Office, all 4 of them, FBI, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the Secret Service, and the Postal Inspection Service, should all make negotiations with these outlets to have these announcements, these PSAs, continuously repeated, so that elderly citizens, specifically like poor Glenda here, can be better informed about things like this. I'm pretty sure if Glenda would have had this information, she would have had a better way of understanding the scam that she was falling in. Information is key and knowledge is power. I mean, wow. In the PSA, Seims shares her story of falling victim to and later abetting the online romance scam. Despite being warned for years by bank officials, local police, and federal law enforcement that what she was doing was illegal, Seims says she continued to be persuaded by her quote-unquote love. I didn't listen to anyone else but my love, Seims says in the video. The love I have never seen or spoken to. Crazy. Okay, but that's what she says in the video. Okay, I thought that that would have been something that the person actually said. In a filing by prosecutors last week, federal attorneys argued for probation for Seims, citing her age and contrition. The filing also cited Seims' PSA as a sign of remorse and cause for a lighter sentence. Despite opening herself up to potential public ridicule, Seims wanted to present her message to others who might fall prey to the manipulation that led to her criminal conviction, the filing says. Listen, only a fool would ridicule someone like that. That could be your grandma. That could be your mom. That could be you. What the hell? What do you know? From here until you're lucky enough to reach that age, what the fuck do you know how far advanced technology? Look how far we've gotten right now. We spoke about the AI thing. I mean, look, no lie. No lie. No lie. AI. Okay, so I wrote AI is causing phone scams. So, advancements in artificial intelligence have added a terrifying new layer, allowing bad actors to replicate a voice with an audio sample of just a few sentences. Powered by AI, a slew of cheap online tools can translate an audio file into a replica of a voice, allowing a swindler to make it speak whatever they type. Remember, we just talked about that before. Bruh. It's happening. Oh. Information should not be behind a paywall. Washington Post. Democracy dies in darkness. You know what dies in darkness too if you put it behind a paywall? Knowledge and general information. Should be accessible to everyone. But whatever. Okay, this is from kold.com. Expert warns of new scam using deepfake AI technology. This was written by Michaela Novitsky, published March 13th, 2023. This is from Tucson, Arizona. Shout out to Arizona. Very beautiful state. I'm hoping to visit it sooner than later. It's really nice there. Tucson, Arizona. This is for 13 News. We'll watch the video once I read this real quick. It says, experts are sounding the alarm about some of the latest developments in scams that use deepfake AI. Scammers use the technology in things like social media or phone calls to pretend to be you. It's creating an increased threat to your security as well as national security. One of the newest scams is all about your voice. You could easily fall victim to it by simply answering or even not answering your phone. There's a new threat that's been going around that is voice phishing. And, you know, I think the not picking up, they can do it with, if you have like a voicemail set up with your voice, I think that they can do it like that as well. Let's see if they mention that. Let's see. So there's a new threat that's been going around that is voice phishing, said Andy Taylor, CEO of Tech Talk Radio. What scammers are doing now, listen, is using deepfake AI voice technology, recording a voice, and with not that much, they can go ahead and recreate that person's voice, that tone, the whole bit to make it sound like somebody. As technology advances, more scams are coming directly to you through your devices. Taylor says it's getting more difficult to tell what's real and what's fake, especially with one of the latest tactics that uses deepfake AI. The technology can use pictures or videos from social media and even recreate your voice from something as small as your voicemail message. Told you. So you might get a phone call that says, hey, I need some help. You say, okay, what kind of help? Then they've got an AI. The person's not saying it. It's a recreation of their voice saying they need money or they need you to mail them gift cards, or the whole bit. And it sounds like it's coming from you, he explained. There's no sure way of knowing when a scammer could be recording your voice. A call like that could start by appearing to be a call or message from someone you know, or even from law enforcement. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says they're seeing an increase in people reporting scammers that pretend to be deputies. Listen, we're on the topic, and don't take it as like duh, or whatever. Listen, there's people that don't know, because obviously this article wouldn't exist and we wouldn't be having this problem. So there's no way, shape, or form that a police officer, a police department, or a police station is going to contact you to tell you that you're getting arrested. No. There wouldn't be any border patrol calling you to tell you that you need to report to them because you have to pick up a car that you left at the border that they found filled with drugs. There's no way, shape, or form a police officer is gonna call you to hey, you know what? You need to get ready, dude. If you don't pay, I'm gonna go arrest you. What? Nah. They do seem to be increasing in the sense of emails or having a specific deputy's name or something along those lines. It seems that they're getting more savvy, said Adam Schoonover, Public Information Officer for PCSD. Over time, the scams have become more advanced, often using the names of real deputies found through social media. Scammers will also use burner phones or spoof numbers to appear more legitimate. If you know what burner phones are, those just like phones that you can buy anywhere and you just purchase them. They're really cheap. You can buy them like at Target or whatever. Although I think I read once that they weren't going to start. Some places were going to stop selling them altogether, but I think you can also get burner phones like at a Metro PCS or some shit like that. I'm not sure. I've never purchased one, but by what I've read and whatnot, if you know, chat, let me know if you have better information. Spoof numbers are those phone numbers that you get from scammers or marketers that appear to be from a company that you legitimately know, but when you pick up, it's not that. So what they do is they basically piggyback on that company's number. So you'll get like a Verizon call, but it's some random person on the other line that's trying to get your information. It's because they piggybacked on their telephone line, and that's how they get your that's how they get Verizon's number to pop up on your end as opposed to theirs. It's crazy. These scams run deep. The reason why I know about this and I'm interested in the topic and it gets me so mad, it's because I was a huge fan of Kit Boga. I still am. I just don't watch his videos like that anymore. But I watched his content for like 2 or 3 years, and I learned a whole lot about the different type of games that these scammers play. And it's a lot. It's crazy the amount of different ways that they're able to scam you, and it just brings me back to what I was saying before. And it's you may not get scammed now. It's the same thing I think, but it's good to always have this information because later on in the future, you're like, technology is going to be so much more advanced, and there will be a point where we as like millennials that are now the age that we are, or like Gen Xers or some shit, like we're not going to be able to keep up with that shit, and it's going to be easier for us to be scammed, and we will then become the age range that are currently being scammed by these fuckers right now. So yeah, it's good to have all this information. Let's see. So over time, the scams have become more advanced. Scammers will also use burner phones or spoof numbers to appear more legitimate. PCSD says there's no evidence yet that any of these scammers are using voice phishing, but you can never be sure what's happening behind the screen. If you get this type of call, don't just not report it and think it's no big deal. Call us and we can at least document it. Don't give any information out. Schoonover advised. When in doubt, experts recommend you question everything that comes to your device, whether it's a call, text, or email. If you have concerns that a call you received is a scam, you should report it to law enforcement. This will also help them keep up with the latest tactics. Okay, let's watch this video real quick. Normally, like, news segments and stuff like that don't have, like, copyrighted music or anything, but if it does, you know the drill, I'll mute it.
Technology is very new, very scary.
An alarming warning about a new scam that's becoming more advanced and more frequent. Thanks for joining us. I'm Valerie Cavazos. Experts are sounding the alarm about some of the latest developments in scams. These deceptions use deep fake AI. Scammers use the technology on things like social media or phone calls to pretend to be you. It's creating more of a threat to you as well as national security. 13 News reporter Michaela Novitsky joins us in the studio. And Michaela, what have you found out about these new scams?
Well, Valerie, I spoke with an expert about some of the latest tricks consumers are falling for. One of the newest scams is all about your voice. You could easily fall victim to it by simply answering your phone or even not answering your phone.
There's a new threat that is going around that is voice phishing. Scammers, what they're doing is using deepfake AI voice technology, recording a voice, and with a voice, but not that much, they can go ahead and recreate that person's voice, that tone, the whole bit to make it sound like somebody.
You know what worries me of this is once they get that voice and they're able to manipulate it with AI and create like sentences and paragraphs and have that voice like speak it, is that they can like easily make changes to your bank accounts, dude, like this, because all of the to be able to talk to someone like an actual person when you call a bank, you have to go through the whole robot process beforehand. So if this is the current situation, like, it's a window that has just opened for these scammers to literally go through your bank accounts and make changes and stuff like that. It's deep, dude. This is a really, really bad problem. Yeesh. The thought just popped into my head. Like, they can literally go into your bank account and make changes. Like, who's to say that they can stop? If they have your voice and it registers, because that's what it does. Like, some banks, your password is your voice. I mean, other than like numbers and shit like that, but your password is your voice as well, because you have to set that up. Holy shit.
Technology advances, more scams are coming directly to you through your devices. Expert Andy Taylor said it's getting more difficult to tell what's real and what's fake, especially with one of the latest tactics that uses deep fake AI. The technology can use pictures or videos from social media and even recreate your voice from something as small as your voicemail message.
So you might get a phone call that says, hey, I need some help. And you say, okay, what help could I need? And then they've got it AI. The person's not saying it. It's a recreation of their voice. Say,
you know which one I get a lot? The one that they call, and it's a dude. It's like an older guy's voice. He's like, hello? Hello? Can I speak to Chester, please? Oh, Chester's not there. Maybe you can help me. I fell for that shit. I didn't fall for it. I heard the thing once, because it was a very long time ago. It was the first time I had ever heard it. I didn't say anything, but I heard the whole thing, and it's never left my head. So sometimes when I see random numbers calling me, I'll mute it and I'll put it on speaker, and it's that voice. Hello, can I speak to Chester? Fucking Chester. I mean, I'm talking about, like, not an actual person named Chester, just like the voice thing. It's crazy. What kind of scams do you guys get? Do you guys get that same one, or do you guys get the, you know which one I get a lot? The insurance one for the car. We've been trying to reach you, your car insurance or some shit. I'm like, bruh, nah, I'm good.
They need money, or they need you to mail them gift cards or the whole bit, and it sounds like it's coming from you.
There's no sure way of knowing when a scammer could be recording your voice. A call like that could start by appearing to be a call or message from someone you know, or even from law enforcement. The Pima County Sheriff's Department says they're seeing an uptick of people reporting scammers that pretend to be deputies.
They do seem to be increasing in the sense of, emails, or maybe, having specific deputy names or something along those lines. So it seems to be more, they're getting more savvy.
Over time, the scams have become more advanced, often using the names of real deputies found through social media. Scammers will also use burner phones or spoof numbers to appear more legitimate. PCSD says there's no evidence yet that any of these scammers are using voice phishing, but you can never be sure what's happening behind the screen.
When you get this type of call, don't just
We're gonna see what TikTok says.
No big deal.
See if we can find a video of someone recording.
And I'm told when in doubt, you should question everything that comes to your device, whether it's a call, text, or email. If you have any concerns that a call you received is a scam, you should report it to law enforcement. This will also help them keep up with the latest tactics.
Also, companies have departments, like big companies, like say Verizon, AT&T, Comcast, all those companies, they have phishing, like departments that are in charge of like scams and phishing. They have emails that you can send that to. You can like screenshot it and you can send it to them by email. They have also like texts and stuff like that. They have texts that you can send them as well, a specific number, and you can forward like the messages that the scammers send you and whatnot. It's beneficial for the companies as well, because that forces them into having to change their tactics and constantly improve and update, because they don't want to lose customers to scams like that. So you would think that the best route that they would take is creating these departments and having that information there, so that if anything happens, they know. If you're within the US, very important, if you, for example, you are buying from a small business, you're buying from a business period, that website right there, the BBB, Better Business Bureau, extremely important. Look up what people have to say about their service, about how they conduct business, and you could be surprised. There are a lot of small businesses that are really on top of their game, and they don't take comments on this website lightly. So definitely check out the BBB website. You can just search, just write in the name of the company that you're looking for. They should have some type of information about them, because you have to register with the Better Business Bureau to be able to have like legitimate businesses here and whatnot. So that is a great outlet for people to figure out if the company that you're working for, that the company they're trying to do business with, trying to purchase something from, is indeed an actual company, or it's just like a scam. Because there's a lot of scammers out there, just as we've been able to see for the past hour and a half, because the scammer made the very dumb decision of coming into my live stream. Dude, poor Glenda, man. 81 years old. Damn. Okay, dating. Protect yourself from scams. Okay, so let's see what Scam Watch says. Okay, this is the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, dang. Okay, this is from News Channel 5, Nashville, Tennessee. Newschannel5.com. My mom fell victim to scammers and is sharing her story so you can protect yourself. Is this Glenda? Oh no, this is 81-year-old Barbara Cross. Damn. I'm telling you, man, this age group, that's their main target. Check up on your grandma, bro. Check up on your grandparents, dude. Check their phones, bro. Ask them like what's up? What are you guys doing? What's happening? Cuz dang, yeah, I'm gonna find this. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna find this video. I'm gonna have this play while I'm gonna search for that video.
A call or email from a scammer, would you realize? Everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Vicki Yates. You'd like to think you could catch a scammer before they got your money or your personal information, but do you know the red flags to look for?
There's a lot of them. Consumer investigator Jennifer Krause knows those red flags, and Jennifer, it really is, for consumers out there, busy people, it's hard to keep track.
It sure is, because scammers are coming up with new scams all the time. A lot of them, though, use the same sorts of tricks. The latest scam going around these days is the Best Buy or Geek. And I found someone who recently fell victim to this scam, someone I know pretty well. She never thought it would happen to her, but now she realizes it can happen to anyone, and she's sharing her experience, so hopefully the same thing doesn't happen to you.
Barbara, B-A-R-B-A-R-A, Kraus, K-R-A-U-S.
Barbara Kraus, an 81-year-old Brentwood resident.
You're my daughter.
Who also happens to be my mom. Recently got what appeared
Oh,
to be
damn.
a bill from Best Buy's Geek Squad for 3 years of antivirus protection for her computers. She's a longtime Geek Squad customer, so...
I called the number on the paper, and I got a gal.
And that's how they got her. Scammers are sending out these fake invoices through the mail and email. In fact, my dad got one too. My mom didn't notice, though, what should have been a red flag. Look at the unusual way Geek Squad is written here.
Oh, wow.
Now, we have a situation with $4,000 that's gotten put into your account.
The woman told my mom that somehow $4,000 from her bank account had wound up going to Best Buy, and they wanted to get it back to her. And all they needed, you guessed it, was her bank account information.
That's the stupid part, is that I didn't go, wait a minute, how would that be the case? It can't be the case.
By this time, a man had taken over the conversation. He kept my mom on the line chatting while the woman, bank statements show, was trying to withdraw money from my mom's account. This person was trying to clear out your bank account.
I would say yes.
What do you think about that?
What do I think? Scandalous.
Next, the scammer told my mom she needed to go to the store to buy gift cards.
4 of them. $500 each.
First, he sent her to CVS, where the clerk may have been suspicious
Oh,
of
man.
The scammer then had her scratch off and read the numbers on the back to him, which essentially gave him access to all that money. But he wanted more.
He said, no, I think what we'll do, can you go to Target? And I said, yeah, I can.
By the time my mom got to Target,
Listen. Also, when you go to these places, Target, Best Buy, anywhere that sells these gift cards, if you're just like going there to buy, or keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. You never know who will need your help. Like if you see the gift card section, kind of glance at it. If you see an older person there buying gift cards, at this point, I'd kind of ask. Especially if you see them on their phone, yeah, I would just, me personally, I would interfere if I would see myself in that situation. I would definitely interfere, and I'd just tell her straight up, you don't have to buy anything. I'd try to take the phone from her, and hopefully person hasn't given this person access to like a bank account or anything, but again, just keep your eyes open, keep your ears kind of wide as well in case you see or hear anything like that, because dude, you never know. And it happens a lot. Happens a lot more. Again, we just saw it. Happens a lot more frequent than we give it credit. And again, it was only in 2022 was the highest year. That it was a year that the amount of online theft and like scams was the highest. So it's crazy. It's just so many things, man.
She'd been on the phone with this team of scammers for more than 2.5 hours. And that's when it finally hit her.
All of a sudden, I thought, wait a minute. This is absolutely absurd.
Best Buy told News Channel 5 Investigates, we have a security team constantly working to prevent consumers from falling victim to scams that are using the Best Buy or Geek Squad brand. That includes working directly with federal law enforcement and other retailers.
Never give your social security number. Never give your banking information over the phone.
Detective Sergeant Lori Russ with the Brentwood Police Department says they get at least 1 or 2 reports of residents being scammed a week. She says scammers are always coming up with new ways to steal your money, but still popular is the old grandparent scam, where the caller claims to be a grandchild who needs help. Or scams where the caller insists you fail to show up for jury duty or owe money to the IRS. Russ says to protect yourself, educate yourself. Know that scammers will often insist on secrecy, that you not tell anyone what you're doing. They'll do everything they can to keep you on the phone, and they can really be persistent.
Or getting you to go to the bank or go to Target to buy those gift cards. And even if they're super nice and trying to be helpful and, I just want to help you out in this situation. Most of the times, if they're really persistent and pushy, absolutely that should be a red flag.
I mean, really, I should have caught it near the beginning.
My mom lost $1,000 to this scam,
No,
but hopes
it's not like
this will help keep you and your money safe.
And be aware that it can happen to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you think, I wouldn't be scammed. No way.
Pressure you to turn over personal information or send them money. Stop for a second. Ask yourself, is this really making sense? And when in doubt, just hang up. We've got more tips on our website under this story. By the way, we did try to call that number that my mom had called. It has since been disconnected, but you can be sure these scammers have already found another number and they're using it. So be careful out there.
They just have databases of numbers and just call. Wow.
Thanks.
Okay. Listen to the list of prevention tips. So, limit sharing your personal information. Be thoughtful when you get an email or phone request for your personal information, like a bank account or credit card number. Think. If you already opened the account, they already have that information. You feel me? If you're willingly calling yourself, then obviously you have to go through a process of confirming like your identity and whatnot through either the last 4 digits of your social security or whatever the case may be. But you still have to do it when you speak to the actual customer service representative if you're calling a bank. If you open an account with Verizon, they have that information. The problem is that some of these fuckers have access to that information as well, because I've heard about scams where they've called and they've told them like not complete information, but like information enough that would kind of get you interested, like the fuck what, but that's not always the case. Yeah, normally, again, if you open an account somewhere for whatever service, they already have that information. And unless it's like something unless they're trying to market something to you, they normally send out paper notifications or invoices or statements or whatever the case may be. Especially the IRS. The IRS will never call you. Nah, it says it on their website. They don't call, they send letters. And you know damn well the police officer's not going to call you to tell you you're going to be arrested. I mean, that's the person and the police officer would end up in front of a court, because that's some shady shit right there. Listen, if you're pressured to act quickly, odds are it's a scam. Yes. Don't open email attachments or click on links unless you're certain they're from legitimate sources. If you're uncertain, you can always call 1-888-BEST-BUY to confirm. Beware of emails and texts that have you verify, quote-unquote, personal information online. Most legitimate companies will never request personal information in this manner, including Best Buy. If you receive a call or email asking for payment by gift card, know that it's a scam. Report it to your local authorities and the Federal Trade Commission right away. The IRS is they're not gonna do absolutely they're not gonna do anything with the gift cards. I mean, at all. You can't pay your taxes with gift cards. That's not how it works. So that's like one thing that's and again, companies, not companies, like government agencies are not going to call you to tell you things. Especially if you're the one that's in trouble. Yeah, no, that's not, trust me, they're not going to fucking do that. It says, never provide your gift card number and PIN to anyone you don't know. Once those numbers are gone, so is your money. See, what I want to see is, because I've seen videos of that, of like people that, I saw this one, a dude's in a dang it. He's in an Uber, sitting in the back seat. And he's on the phone with the person. He had already sent that person money through his bank account. So they already had access to his bank account. And he was on his way to what is it? Fucking he was on his way to Target to buy gift cards, and the Uber driver is the one that helps him. And the Uber driver is the one that tells him that that's a scam. And wow, dude, the look on that dude's face. Whew. Crazy. Okay, this says more than 60% of Americans say they've been victim of an online scam. Damn. All right, this is from the New York Post. This was published December 6, 2019 by Zoya Gervis. And it says more than 60% of Americans say they've been a victim of an online scam. I'm just going to put the video on. I don't want to read all this shit. Oh. Let's see. Okay. Dang it. It's a long video. I guess this is a shortened one, but I don't know. It's gone viral. That might have like background music. Let me see.
I add some context before we go into this. So basically I get a request, I go to the pickup area, I wait for a bit, and the dude gets in. So I typically ask people how they're doing. You know, I'm a good driver. I'm a good Uber and Lyft driver. So he responds with, I'm not good. So I get concerned, I ask him, you know, how come? He starts going on about how he owes the IRS money and they're going to audit him if he doesn't pay. They're going to arrest him. They're going to freeze his accounts. And I'm thinking that's some serious stuff, you know. So curious, I ask him how much he owes. He says he owes $6,800. You know, it's a decent amount, I tell him, but it's just strange to me that they would do all this for such a small amount. You know, there's bigger fish to fry. out there. So I wonder how he messes up his so badly. So I ask him, what is it that he does, and he goes on to say how he's a server and how he must have not filed all his tips. And it was interesting to me because his tips is in cash, and how would the IRS necessarily know the exact amount that he's making, and how he didn't file them all. So that was a red flag for me. So he goes on to say how somehow they figured it out, and now I owe $6,800. Eventually he points out how he's been you guys are gonna see in a second how he's been in a call with the IRS for 2 hours, and he cannot hang up, or something bad's gonna happen, or he's gonna be arrested or something.
Yeah, 1100 South now, right? Okay, perfect. Yep. I'll let you go.
Oh, and they have you on hold and stuff like that?
Hang up the call. Or they will sell.
What?
I literally cannot hang up. They said we're resolving this, and then of course they can wait for the
It's crazy, dude.
I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, sure. How do you do that?
Dude, look at this homie's spidey sense. Tingling right away. Something's not right.
I'm on low power.
Look at him.
Right now, so we've got,
This isn't right.
Is he Indian? Does he sound Indian?
Yeah.
It's fake. It's a scam. Are you sure? How do you know it's not a scam?
Bro.
Dude, hold on. They're asking you not to hang up it's a scam. Why wouldn't you be able to hang up the phone? I already gave him $3,000! You're with me, dude.
Dude, man. And you're gonna hear why I'm saying this. He's gonna say it now. The guy that just said he gave him $3,000. $3,000 in a span of 2 hours. That's how long they've been on the phone. All right, let's keep watching.
I gave him $3,000 already. I can't hang up the phone. I don't know, dude. Is this a scam or not? Oh my God. What number is this?
Oh my God, I just hung up. Oh my God, I just hung up the phone. Holy
Okay.
Holy
Okay.
Oh my God.
And I want you guys to take note on something. We've spoken about a certain age demographic that we saw on the graph previously, and it was from 70 up. This person is like 20-something, 30 years old. So again, it could happen to anyone. You feel me? That's why we have to be as informed as possible and know what government agencies and companies, how they communicate with us, their do's and don'ts, and just always try to spread as much awareness about this information as possible, because again, like we read before, once that money is gone, it's gone. That's it. Especially if it's like gift cards, it's gone. That's it. You're never seeing that money again. There's no, you can't take that gift card to Visa and get that money refunded or anything. There are some of these awesome, excellent content creators that are also like extremely good at computers, and they fuck with them, and they scam the scammers. Shout out Kit Boga, shout out Scammers Revolt. they are nice enough that sometimes they get in touch with the person and they let them know beforehand, or they find a way to be able to reverse the it's not hasn't happened that much, but they've been able to sometimes contact the person and let them know, like, hey, listen, you're being scammed right now. It's crazy. Some people lose their life savings. I tried looking for the video and I just couldn't find it, but the first case I spoke about, the daughter that she posted on TikTok, and she shows the box. It's a sneaker box, and she opens it and it's filled to the brim with gift cards. Like the box is like this big. Box is like this big, and it's filled to the brim. Like they're gift cards, they're like credit cards, and there had to be at least 700 of them in there, jam packed, and all of them ranged from like $100, $200, $50. He was spending like $500 a day. And they were milking him for a very long time before someone noticed, and he was able to finally stop. But he passed away, and all that debt was just left to his wife. That's how bad the situation is. And again, in this video, we're seeing it from the perspective of someone that's not in that age demographic. So again, this shit could happen to any of us. Look at him. I mean, the guy in green sitting in the back, he's freaking out. He hung up the phone by mistake. He's losing his mind. That's how deep they went into his psyche while having him on the phone for 2 hours, telling him that he's going to be arrested or something like that. Dude, some people don't react well under those circumstances. Some people don't react well under pressure, and having that pressure and someone there trying to extort you of your damn money, dude, it's understandable. All right. Woo! I'm worked up. Okay, let's move on.
Did you check if this is a legitimate number from the IRS? Did you check this stuff? Did you go on their website? Did you tell them to send you an official email or anything like that? Did you get any emails or anything like that? Or was it just all over the phone?
It was all over the phone.
It's a f***ing scam, my dude. You got scammed, man.
Damn.
I just gave him $3,000.
I need to drive you home.
He needs some milk. Hold on. Let's calm down.
Oh my God.
Let's. You have the phone number? Try calling it back right now. Try calling it back.
Hold on. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry that you're freaking out on you.
No. All is well, man. How did you send the money?
I sent the money.
How?
Through a wallet, the private wallet, the barcode they gave me. They said they wouldn't be able to take bank information.
You realize if you were gonna pay the IRS, you can only pay through check, right? You realize that, right?
How do I back up?
Wait, so how did you send it?
Cash, dude. I put cash.
Okay, wait, hold on. I mean, you can also send it. I mean, you can pay the IRS through credit card. They have websites on their on the irs.gov website that redirects you to authorized like payment centers and shit like that you can pay with your credit card and stuff and your debit card that are secure and are, again, authorized by the IRS. So it's just in addition to what he said, and I'm not taking away from what the gentleman here said about paying with checks, because you can pay with checks. Obviously you can mail it, but in addition to what he said, again, you can pay with credit cards, and you can find that information on the irs.gov website. I just want to throw that out there because I pay taxes every year, and that's how I have to pay it. So.
Into a machine? Into a fucking Bitcoin machine.
Oh fuck, bro.
And you're paying through Bitcoin, my dude? IRS doesn't take Bitcoin.
somebody calling you?
Damn, this even makes me sick to my stomach, bro.
Holy shit. Hello? No, I did not disconnect the call intentionally. I'm sorry. I need to speak with my lawyer.
Second, bro.
Total utter bullshit. Okay. Dude, go to the police department right now. Okay, I would like to. Okay. As I speak over there. So if you receive an IRS tax bill or notice in the mail, call on the phone number listed on your notice. This is asking you to transfer the funds back into my bank account. So it's a bank.
Don't do it.
He wants your bank account information? Yeah. That's the last thing you need. Give me a moment. He's asking me, he's saying you can transfer the funds back, but he's asking me to give him his bank account.
Fuck. Dude, man, this is vital information.
Like a routing number?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, could you give me the,
For employer identification and information, press A1. To request forms for publications be mailed to
Okay, yes.
Now, you can pick an option, you can see a red button with the option,
Okay.
just make payment. Option is selected. You must make a select. We are unable to process your response. Please try your call again later, or visit us on the web at www.irs.gov. Thank you for calling the Internal Revenue Service. Goodbye. I'm trying to get your payment. Why are you worrying about it?
So why are you scamming my friend right now? Yo, why are you scamming my friend right now?
Bro.
Can you please give him back his money?
Money's gone, bro.
Where are you right now? You're in India right now, right?
No.
From where? New York. You can't even say it right. You're not from there. Yo, give back the money. Do you understand? We're not giving any information. We're not giving any information. You give me information to get the money. No, you give me information. No. I'm not putting in any information. You want my social security? You want my internet password? Are you crazy? Give me back my money.
Dude, I'm biting my nails. I'm nervous. And I've seen this video before.
That's not a government website, man. I'm on the IRS website right now, dude. What are you talking about?
Are you kidding to me? Are you kidding to me that this is not a government website?
You can't even speak proper English. Can you give me somebody who can speak proper English?
Here, hold on for a moment.
Dude. You're right! I'm a fucking idiot!
You can't.
Thank you for holding on. Your call happened to me. Senior officer on speak. Am I talking to right now?
What? You're a senior officer for what?
I'm a senior officer right here. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm from the Investigations Department. My name is Officer Robert Spade. Can I know your name, please? Am I talking to right now?
You're from what? Massachusetts? Massachusetts? Dude, you're making a horrible accent. Can you speak without the accent, please? Officer, I'm not trying to speak to a cop. I'm not trying to speak to a cop.
Not a real cop. Just want to throw that out there.
Could you please give my man his money back, please?
First of all, who you are, man? Who you are?
That you're the one who took my money. You're the one. You're speaking with Carter. Yes. You're giving me back my money.
You are Carter.
Yes. See now. See, I can clearly hear your Indian accent right now. I can clearly hear your Indian accent.
It's not exclusive to that country. Happens in a lot of other countries do scams as well.
Wait, go to the nearest police so I can get arrested?
Bro, that makes no sense, dude.
See, you hear his accent? Yo, give me back my money, please. Yo, this is not a good. Yo, just so you're aware, just so you're aware, just so you're aware, this conversation is being recorded, right? Just so you're aware. No, right now it's being recorded. You realize you're gonna be. You realize I'm taking this to court, right?
Okay, that.
Yo, don't. Do you hear his accent?
It's $3,000. Again, just to reiterate, there are many other places that do scams, even within the U.S. as well. So it's just coincidentally, this video is this. It's not like a kind of like a generalized thing.
I don't know exactly what it is to do, but let me tell you something. How did you give the money? You gave them in cash? You're never getting it back. I'm telling you right now. You see where these guys are? These guys are in India right now.
There's just so much more footage to show. What you guys saw was just a sample of the chaos. The whole thing took like 45 minutes. So that's all I'm going to show. But before I go, I just want to clarify on something. I did not intend to offend or to generalize that the Indian people are notorious for scamming or anything like that, because I realize that I mentioned the Indian accent.
That's fine, bud. Whatever. It's a kind of the heat of a moment kind of thing. Again, not the best, but just to clarify again, it's a general thing. Like there's many other countries that do the whole scamming thing, and it's not just focused on the one. But I guess it's not in this one. It's the other video that I saw. I guess it's like part 2, because there is a part 2 of this. The other one is the one where the guy in the back, I thought he was going to say it in this one, he says that he's a server, and he's just that he makes like minimum wage and plus like tips and stuff like that. He had saved that money up for a long time. Like it took him a long time to save $3,000. That's adding to the fact that he, why his reaction was like that when he got got scammed when he realized that it was a scam, and that he had been like played, basically. Again, comes to show that it's not it's not just focused on let me see, where's the other part? Okay, this is just him talking. Oh, there's one part where he says, maybe I missed it, but there was one part that he does say specifically that he's a server, but wow, that's crazy. Let's see. East Providence Uber driver says he was scammed out of nearly $1,000. Shout out to Rhode Island. Lovely state.
NBC 10 getting results on the night. Driver scammed out of almost $1,000, desperate for help. I'm Dan Genie.
And I'm Patrice Wood. This Uber driver was devastated, but once he contacted the night team's Molly Levine, he got every cent back. Molly's live with the exclusives in East Providence. Molly?
Yeah, Dan and Patrice, Joshua Richards does Uber in the morning. He drives people for a few hours, and then he goes to work on his small business that he's trying to get off the ground. He says this scam was a huge setback.
I had got a request. It was Sunday morning. It was like 5 a.m.
Scammed on a Sunday.
I can't believe this is happening to me.
It's Joshua Richards' weekly routine. Wake up and Uber for
Shit, that came out of nowhere.
A small business where he helps the elderly and disabled take out the trash.
Work 7 days a week. Some trash.
I apologize so much. This is turn10.com. The article was written by Molly Levine, NBC 10 News. This was posted January 31st, 2023. I apologize. And this is in East Providence, Rhode Island.
Trying to get my trash business going off the ground.
He got a phone call from who he thought was Uber customer support.
Some customer had said that I didn't look like my photo in the app, so they were calling to verify that it was me.
The person on the phone asked him to pull off the road and cancel the ride.
And they needed to ask me some verification questions.
They got his name, phone, and license number.
Because he needed to have me take a picture of myself to verify I looked like somebody said I didn't look like my picture.
After the hassle, he believed Uber was offering him an incentive.
Of having to go through all that, he wanted to give me $100.
Deleting his debit card info.
He said, you gotta go in there, delete that number, and put an Uber pay card number in, and we're gonna pay you out the $100.
Thinking he'd be up $100.
So I hit the cash out button, and then boop, my whole pay for the week was gone.
Down almost $950. Joshua says he immediately went to Uber.
So they said, well, you took the picture approving to change the pay card number, so you approved this. There's no fraud.
He filed a police report, but with no place else to turn, he turned to 10.
I feel like it really is a dangerous situation, and I hope that Uber will do the right thing and get me my money back. I mean, I worked 7 days for that money, and I need it.
One call, and we got him a full refund through Uber. Now he drives off with a message for other drivers.
Hang up and then call customer support.
And Dan and Patrice, we did reach out to Uber, and they gave us some tips on how best to avoid this from this happening again.
Let's see. Did they provide it? Okay. In a blog post, Uber provided the following tips for protecting your Uber account. Use a unique password for every online account. Don't use your Uber password on any other website or service. Don't share your password or verification code with anyone. Uber will never ask you for this information. Only add debit or credit cards you own to your Uber account. Scammers are clever. Be cautious of phone calls, text messages, and emails from anyone claiming to be an Uber employee and offering a reward or prize. The FTC tracks these types of impersonation scams, which we talked about before, across many services, and you can follow their scam alerts here. If you notice any suspicious activity on your account, report it to us immediately in the mobile app or at help.uber.com. We take these reports seriously and work with financial institutions and law enforcement agencies to investigate and prosecute scammers. So you can't even take an Uber. You can't even take an Uber like that. You can't drive an Uber either. I'm telling you, we saw the scammer that was calling from, I guess, another country. This is coming from this same U.S. because I've read other reports where they've discovered scammers, and it's like people in like different states and shit like that. It's not like anything international or anything. So again, it's not only limited to other countries trying to scam us. Like, there are people well in this same old country that are trying to scam us as well. So just always be careful. I mean, we did see let me change the screen. Your boy's hungry. I went overboard today, but it's just the topic at hand just ended up being so interesting. Originally we started with, what was it? I don't even remember what we started with. That's how far down, just looking at other information, we went to. Oh, right. We were looking at cattle. We started with cattle and like buying beef locally. We were talking about Cargill and all those companies that are extracting palm oil from palms in the Amazons, and how it's affecting people. From there we went then to the violence that these corporations have against indigenous people, especially indigenous tribes where palm is found, and how they're like trying to evict them from there, many times using violence. They beat them, and we saw a whole bunch of examples of that and whatnot, read into it. But then it all derailed when that scammer went into my chat. And after banning him or her, that's when we went down that rabbit hole of just watching different examples of the different ways these scammers try to take our money. And we saw how effective it can be as well, because we saw cases of, real life cases of how it happened. Dude, poor Glenda. And the other lady that we saw, both 81 years old, scammed. At least the second lady was able to figure out that she was being scammed before the problem was way worse. Oh shit, look, my shirt combines with the background. But yeah, the first case that we saw, 81 years old, dude, Glenda had to go to court. She was put on probation, 5-year probation, bud, because she became a money mule for someone. That's crazy. Romance scam. Dude, we learned about a whole bunch of scams today. And I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow too, because I find this topic extremely interesting. And again, I just wish there would be more PSAs. I wish the government and those government agencies that I mentioned before, the Secret Service, the FBI, dude, they need to make negotiations with media outlets, specifically CNN and Fox News. They need to do negotiations with them and have this PSA and running on every other commercial that pops up after a news segment or whatever the case may be, opinion segment. Let elderly citizens, again, not only limited to them, because the video we just saw was someone around our age gap, but the elderly demographic, they need to be informed of these type of things. Because look at Glenda, dude, poor Glenda, 81 years old, just trying to find love, was probably lonely, probably lost her husband a few years ago. It's just there. Her kids probably have kids and shit, and they rarely go visit grandma. She's fine. Lonely there, just like watching TV, getting online, and all of a sudden she finds love. I mean, it's perfectly understandable. But who the fucking blame her? Loneliness. I mean, yeah, dude, it's a real bitch. Especially when you're in that age and you're an elderly citizen. So if you have grandparents, if you have neighbors, grand aunts or uncles or elderly parents, bruh, check up on them. Make sure that they're not making some weird ass online purchases or like their money and stuff, or like if you notice that they're like panicking or paranoid or have like anxiety and whatnot, or something's just not right. If something doesn't feel right with the way things are going with like the elderly people that you know, dude, lend them a hand. Ask them, what's up, what's going on. If you see someone at Target as well, Best Buy, some shit like that, anywhere they sell these gift cards, say hello. Figure out what the hell they're doing. Even if they get mad at you, the worst thing they can do is get mad at you. That's nothing in comparison to maybe helping someone that could be in a situation like that doesn't know what's happening and they really need you to help. Like, just look at this guy. $3,000. Bro, that's crazy. We'll continue on tomorrow with this topic. Thursday is 420, so remember, it's a 420 very special episode that I'll be doing here. We'll be going through history, fun facts, culture, everything related to cannabis. It'll be on Twitch only. I'll post it on YouTube. Maybe I'll just post it on Patreon, but for YouTube, nah, because I'm gonna go ham. Twitch it is. So I will see you there. Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, specifically TikTok. You can use your Amazon Prime here on Twitch to further support me, or if you want to join my community that I'm trying to grow, it's the King Angel Show community over on Patreon. It's $2 a month. You get a whole bunch of benefits, full unedited videos, live streams exclusive to Patreon members, Discord channels that are private only for Patreon members, and we do a whole bunch of things. A little bit of everything. I'm adding a whole bunch of benefits to it as well. I have a poll there that I'll be updating, and it'll better reflect the topics that I have in here. And you can suggest topics as well. Suggest maybe videos I can react to. I'm dumbing down on the copyrights on my videos because I do want to be successful here on YouTube monetarily, and you can't do that if your shit's consistently copyrighted. So which is fine, I guess, to a certain point if you want to put yourself out there, but I'd also like to put myself out there / do stuff on my own and not have that copyright there, and get YouTube to pay me at some point too, because I want that money. But that's coming sooner than later. You'll probably see like sponsorships here as well, and it's coming, and it's gonna be with your help, and it's gonna be thanks to you. That's about it for today. I am hungry. Join the Discord, King Angel's Entertainment Lounge. It's free. We watch movies, album listens, documentaries, science, art, history, a little bit of everything. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another coffee, the news, and us, a morning hangout. We'll continue with like Wham Bamboozle. We'll start with scams, and I'll have some more videos that we'll watch, like short things like the news and whatnot. But I'm gonna search for that specific video that I was trying to look for on TikTok that I couldn't find. Whatever. And this corner thing with this green screen is getting annoying. It's getting extremely annoying. But that's neither here nor there. Guys, take it easy. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your continued support. This is the King Angel Show. I'm King Angel, a Bay Area live streamer and content creator. Check out my videos, support me, and just use the links that are either in the description box, in the about section, or in the description of this video, depending on when you're watching me. Take it easy. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.